Saturday night at the St. Pete Times Forum. We're thrilled to be bringing you Storm football once again. Tampa Bay hosting Arizona tonight on Bright House Sports Network. And welcome, everybody. Great to have you with us. I'm Drew Felios, and we're thrilled to welcome in this year former Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Sean King. Sean, how are you?
I'm excellent. How are you doing tonight?
Awesome. And arena football is back, not only in the league, but it's back on television, and that's where it should be. How excited are you to be covering Storm games?
I'm excited. Exciting time for this Storm organization. Tampa's one of the preeminent franchises in arena football lore. Glad to have them back.
That's right. And the Storm come back. They're not starting from scratch, Sean. They've got most of their foundation back from a couple years ago. When you talk about, of course, the head coach, Tim Markham, Lawrence Samuels, the legend. He won't play tonight, but he's going to be there throughout the year. Brett Dietz, Hank Edwards, Tom Kalita, Tim McGill. Still, the cupboard is stacked. But, Sean, let's begin with the quarterback. Such an important position always, and especially in arena football. We begin with Brett Dietz.
Brett Dietz, the quarterback, is picked up right where he left off in 2008, playing at an elite level. Through 3 games, already 900-plus yards and 21 touchdowns. His favorite target so far has been wideout Tyrone Timmons, 6'4", 215 pounds. But he's shown some explosiveness, having already accounted for 11 touchdown receptions. However, Arizona has a pretty good DB that's going to try and disrupt Dietz to Timmons tonight.
That's right. He is Riley Swanson, Sean. Swanson has an interception in each of the first 3 games for the Arizona Rattlers. He is absolutely playing lights out. So, obviously, Brett Dietz is going to have to keep an eye on number 21 tonight. And they just don't have defensive weapons. They got offensive weapons as well.
Dynamite, explosive. Those are 2 adjectives that describe wide receiver Rod Windsor, leading the Arena League right now with 40 catches and 503 yards. Very tough challenge tonight for a Storm defense. It's not exactly playing lockdown in the secondary.
Yeah, storied history, Arizona and Tampa Bay. And keep in mind, last time Arizona was here 2 years ago, the Rattlers won when they faked an extra point in the final second. Should be interesting. Sean King and I along for the ride. We invite you to join us. Coming up next, the Storm and the Rattlers from the St. Pete Times Forum. Storm football kickoff next.
Patience has always been a virtue for me, and a gift. Especially now that I'm spending my retirement taking care of people who've fallen on hard times. I have neighbors who have a termite problem they're dealing with, and folks across town just had a house fire. And then there's my family. My youngest son Tyler is taking a break from college, and Kevin and his wife and 5 kids came over on vacation and never quite left. And then there's Ron, my oldest. He's always just lived here. He loves the world of wardcrafts.
I'm a little lady night elf druid. She's an angel, really. Never heard her raise her voice or use profanity. With all these extra visitors, she's never complained once.
There is always room for one more. We have plenty of room. Plenty of room. I think it is a gift. I think you can love everyone.
The 2-time champion Arizona Rattlers are back with a bang and are hungry to bring their 3rd arena football title back where it belongs. Experience hard-hitting, fast-paced, high-scoring arena football like never before at the U.S. Airways Arena. Good seats start at just $10. That's right, only $10. Bring the family to come meet the players and cheer loud for your Arizona Rattlers. It's snake season, and the Arizona Rattlers are back with a bang. Visit azrattlers.com. That's azrattlers.com to get the ticks for your football fix.
We're just about ready for kickoff. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. The Storm will receive to start this football game, and this is a jacked-up crowd, Sean King, that you can tell is hungry for a win tonight.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to fall into a 1-3 hole early in the season, so this is a big early season game for this Storm team to try and right the ship.
Tampa Bay suffering a loss last week at Milwaukee in a game where Storm did not take care of the football. That will be one of the themes tonight. They want to complete their drives because in this game, Sean, you know, just like the NFL game, you can't afford turnovers.
Yeah, turnovers kill you. Last week, especially against Milwaukee, they happened in the second half when the Storm had a lead. So that'll definitely be a focal point tonight offensively is try and take care of the football.
So here's the kick is Witsack puts it in the air. And it's returned up to the 18-yard line. That's where the Storm offense will start. As Brett Dietz seemed like just yesterday he was getting his feet wet in this league, and boy, Sean, what a remarkable story he brings to the field every week.
He does, and you know, you love stories like Brett Dietz. It shows so much perseverance, overcoming, and having to basically travel around the world, and we'll get into that a little bit to actually get here as a starting quarterback for the Storm, and he's taking advantage of this opportunity.
So Dietz looks to his right, throws, and it's caught at the 15-yard line. Nice catch made right there by Hank Edwards. Edwards, one of the hot receivers right now as we take a look at the starting lineup for the Storm offensively. Terrence Royal gets the start at fullback. There's the skill players, Timmons, Edwards, and DeAndre Rubin, who gets his first start in a Storm uniform tonight. There's the line, Tom Kalita, Robert Powell, and Emmanuel Aka will wear number 77. From the 14, first down, Dietz looks left and throws end zone, and it looks like just out of the reach as he was looking for DeAndre Rubin.
And DeAndre Rubin, of course, played for the University of South Florida. Some big shoes to fill tonight. Tampa has some major injury issues at wide receiver. Both Lawrence Samuels and Clenard Santil not available for the Storm tonight. DeAndre Rubin gets an opportunity to kind of fill that void.
There's a look at the front three for Arizona. Shropshire's one to watch, the big guy. The linebackers, Morris and Guerrero. And there's the secondary, Riley Swanson, we talked about in the open as the second pass on second down incomplete. So third down coming up.
That's one of the great things about Arena. Great for the fans, terrible for the quarterback. The head coach is always about 5 or 6 yards away from you after an incompletion, and he just gives you that look like, what are you doing?
And the thing about Coach Markham is you always know where he stands. He doesn't sugarcoat one thing. Third down and 10. Arizona defense starting to tight up just a little bit down here. Dietz scrambling around. A flag comes down as Brett throws towards the end zone, and it's incomplete as several players collide. Oh boy, and I believe some Arizona players going to be a little slow getting up. Gilliam on the ground right now.
And Dietz has played with a high level of maturity and poise throughout the first part of the season, but that's probably a throw that he wished he could have back. As a right-handed quarterback, you never want to roll to your right and throw back across the field. You just can never get any velocity on the football.
Holding, offense, number 77. That penalty is declined. Fourth down.
So the first fourth down of the game for the Storm coming up, and now, Sean King, you always have the question, do you try and kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
Well, unless it's 1 second left and you're down 2, I don't believe in kicking field goals in the arena. I just feel like, hey, let's be the Riverboat Gambler, let's go for it.
That's what the Storm will do from the 14-yard line. In motion was Edwards, and now it looks like this may be offsides.
And very smart play by Brett Dietz, using that voice inflection on his first hunt to get the defensive line to jump off sides, move just a little bit closer.
Defense number 77, 5-yard penalty, still fourth down.
You know, and based on what arena and stadium you're in the Arena League, sometimes you don't want to get closer, but Tampa is one that has a full end zone, so you have enough room to operate when you get inside the 10-yard line.
Fourth down and 5, a critical play here early. Every possession so critical in arena football. There's Edwards inside the 5, and he lunges forward across the goal line for the touchdown.
Good job of Brett Dietz of being patient, allowing Hank to actually clear that linebacker in great second effort. Continuing to get up the field after the first contact is what turned this into a touchdown. Great individual effort by Hank Edwards right there.
Here's the extra point. Garrett Rivas, the former Jesuit high school and Michigan alum, puts it through. One drive down, and the Storm are off to a great start. 7-0, just underway here at the St. Pete Times Forum. Great to have you with us on a Saturday night on BHSN.
Today, with the economy the way it is, if you get sick, the bills can make you even sicker. That's why you want to call Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona. They will tell you about their new health plans and help you choose the one that's right for you and your family. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona has introduced new and more affordable health insurance plans. So don't wait. Call your broker or call Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona now to get the facts. To learn more, call your broker, call 866-691-BLUE, or visit azblue.com/TV.
Trucks Only!
After 35 years, Trucks Only remains Arizona's largest independent pre-owned truck dealer. And this weekend, don't miss our playoff fever sale with these incredible deals.
Like this 05 Mazda Tribute, this clean SUV is now offered at only $79.95.
And our banks and credit unions have money and are aggressively financing loans.
Plus, we're still the home of the lifetime engine warranty. At Trucks Only, it's the customer always.
Trucks Only!
Mesa Apache Junction. The two-time champion Arizona Rattlers are back with a bang and are hungry to bring their third arena football title back where it belongs. Experience hard-hitting, fast-paced, high-scoring arena football like never before at the U.S. Airways Arena. With seats start at just $10. That's right, only $10. Bring the family to come meet the players and cheer loud for your Arizona Rattlers. It's snake season, and the Arizona Rattlers are back with a bang. Visit azrattlers.com. That's azrattlers.com to get the ticks for your football fix.
The Forum is rocking tonight. Drew Felios along with Sean King. Victoria Lim is down on the field and making her way through the stand. She's going to join us here in just a moment. But it's a great way to start. A touchdown on the opening drive for Tampa Bay.
And big fourth down conversion by the Storm offense right there. Coach Markham having enough confidence in his quarterback that they could pick up that first down, resulted in 7 points as opposed to just 3.
So Rivas will put it in the air. High kick. And it's fielded in the end zone by Terrence Sanders. And Sanders up the left side. A flag comes down at the 8-yard line as he gets it up to the 23. This one looks like it's coming back. Terrence Sanders out of Eastern Illinois. The good return nullified.
Here in the return, holding, receiving team number 1, half the distance to the goal, first down.
And tonight is an opportunity for this Storm defense. It's been much maligned through the first, part of this season to actually step up and start contributing, especially from a turnover standpoint. One thing you love to do in arena is have your secondary create turnovers.
So Nick Davia, first play, and the ball's on the ground as Storm get good push up the middle with Tim McGill. And this Arizona offense will try and regroup here in a bit of a hole to start the game. There you look at the skill players. J.J. McKelvey, one to watch. Rod Windsor had the game-winning touchdown last week in a big win over Tulsa. And up front, for the Rattlers, Troy Reddick, Kyle Young, and Atlas Harrion. Number 75 on second down and 13. Davia at southpaw, motion. Incomplete, nobody there at the 20-yard line. His receiver just kept on running. And that maligned Storm defense, Sean, here they are. Kelvin Kinney, Tim McGill's going to try and get more push right in the middle of the defense tonight. Jermaine Smith, an arena veteran. Clifford Dukes, Michael Hawthorne takes the place of Lawrence Samuels at that jack linebacker spot. Bolden McCoy and Brandon Heflin in the secondary. Third down. Davia, incomplete. Good coverage, and getting a hand on it was Reggie Lewis.
And the one thing that I've seen so far, I know it's early in the game, but this storm front is getting pressure on Nick Davila. And, you know, he's had a lot of success this year, but this is his first year in the Arena League. So the more cloudy, the more uncomfortable you can make it for a young quarterback, you know, who's playing a new game, you know, then you'll start to see those passes, you know, that accuracy that's been, you know, basically a staple of his game thus far. Maybe it starts to waver a little.
So fourth down, and Arizona, a timeout called on the field. The Storm want to talk about this. Sean, it's always an issue. What an adjustment it is Markham right now lacing into the official. Now look at Markham's numbers. 7 Arena Bowl titles total. Winningest coach in Arena football history, going for win number 200 tonight. It will be a historic night if the Storm can get this done. But Sean, always mention about how tough it is for a college quarterback to play his first game in the NFL. This league, it's always tough to adjust to this style of play also.
It really is. You know, I actually had an experience in 2007 where, you know, I played a little arena, and, you know, the speed of the game in the National Football League is very fast, but because of the condensed field, the speed of the game here is even faster. Like, you have to unlearn all the traditional drops, you know, that you utilize, you know, in outdoor football, because things happen so fast. And, you know, it's a major adjustment. You know, Nick Davila has done a good job so far, but at some point, you know, there'll be a learning curve as the season goes along.
So fourth down as the Rattlers going for it. Davia, time to throw, hits his man, and that will be enough for a first down as Rod Windsor, the go-to guy and the guy you talked about in the open, Sean, gets it just past the marker.
A very intelligent route by Rod Windsor, understanding the down and distance, gets 1 yard past the chains to ensure that if he makes the catch and doesn't get any forward progress, that it's enough for the first down. But very good route by Rod Windsor.
Windsor also listed as a rookie out of Western New Mexico. There's his numbers. 40 catches coming in here tonight. Make that 41 after that play. Davia now starting to get into a bit of a rhythm. It's J.J. McKelvey for 6 more yards.
You're talking about Rod Windsor actually leading the Arena League in catches and yards. As you said, 40 catches, also over 500 yards. J.J. McKelvey, who caught that last pass in the Tampa Bay Bucks organization in 2003. Big receiver, fast, kind of a little unrefined out of college, but seems to have found his niche in the Arena League.
Second down and 4. Davia now going to the short game. And just across midfield. And it's a way to kind of silence this crowd as Anthony Nix has the reception. Nix, a big receiver, 6'5", 230 pounds out of Auburn.
And good job by Nix of using his body to shield Reggie Lewis, not allowing him to get through it and interrupt that pass from his quarterback.
So first down from the 23. Rattlers starting to move it. Pressure from the outside, and Davia goes down as it came off the edge, and flags came down after.
Now, I don't know if you've ever been on a farm, but that wasn't a hole. That was a hog tie. If you look. But, you know, as a quarterback, sometimes you don't mind, you know, those holding penalties, because it definitely prevents the quarterback from taking a nasty shot.
Holding, offense, number 66. That penalty is declined. Second down.
Well, Troy Reddick called for the hold, and I think you're right, Sean. If he doesn't grab on for his life, Davia takes a huge shot.
Yeah, Jermaine Smith, I'm sure he was like, I had a sack. They should count it as a half a sack for D lineman. Anytime you beat the tackle and you have a free pass to the quarterback and you get grabbed, that should be like a half a sack.
So now from just behind midfield, Davia under pressure again, and a good job by the Storm, continuing to apply pressure. And that time, Davia took a big shot.
And Arizona head coach Kevin Guy, he sees that this Storm front is getting tremendous pressure on his young quarterback. So they try to negate some of that pressure by throwing a screen pass. But the pressure is just so persistent right now that even the screen game, was hurried.
Well, Kevin Guy, Sean, a couple years ago, guaranteed season ticket holders that his team would make the postseason, and they did. So a rookie head coach establishing credibility early in his career. He's back for his second season this year. 3rd down and 12. It's caught at the 18-yard line, so that'll be a pickup of 8 yards. And a 4th down coming up. So yards very hard to come by on this first drive for the Rattlers.
And the one encouraging thing, if you're Coach Markham, is a lot of these completions are contested. So at least your secondary right now, they're competing. And when you have them aligned secondary, all you're going to ask is they go out and compete.
Illegal formation. Defense number 98 was up out of his stance. That's a 5-yard penalty. Replay 3rd down.
So they'll replay the down and give Arizona 5. 3rd down and 7. The crowd really into this game. Last week, the Rattlers got a thrilling win over Tulsa, the same team that Tampa Bay lost to in the opening week. Davia, high and incomplete. Clearly, Sean, when the pressure keeps coming, now Davia has time to throw, and he's not on target.
And as a quarterback, it affects you. Right there, Nick, he took his drop. He didn't set his feet. He was falling away, and the ball sailed. And that's one of the things that happen. But, quarterbacks are human. When you get to the quarterback, you put pressure on him, you make him uncomfortable, you hit him, he starts to feel pressure that may not even be there. And I think that's what happened on that last play. It's no fun sitting back there getting hit.
4th down. Davia fires, incomplete. Again, well contested, Deontay Bolden, the former Lakewood High School star, knocks it away. And the Storm defense making a stand on the first drive for the Rattlers. We've played 7 minutes here at the St. Pete Times Forum. The Storm with a 7-0 lead.
Lisa, you go long and then talk to the weight loss specialist.
Got it.
Angela, start left and then cut right and have a conversation with the conservator.
Okay, that sounds good, Pat, but what's the snap count here?
Always 7, cable 13.
All right, you guys, let's break this up. It's time to play football.
The Rattlers and the best of arena football.
They're on AZTV, too, along with us, the McMahon Group.
Every morning at 9 on AZTV 7, cable 13.
Is there an addiction causing problems in your life? Are you hiding that addiction from others? Are you or someone you love suffering from an addiction? Then it's time to do something about it. Calvary Center knows exactly what people need to get and stay in recovery.
It changed my life.
It's your choice if you want to live or you want to die.
Call Calvary Addiction Recovery Center at 866-76-SOBER or visit us online at calvarycenter.com.
Soon, new life will spring from the desert. Sophisticated accommodations, unparalleled restaurants, world-class gaming. This is Talking Stick Resort. Here, we won't just change your idea of entertainment, we'll change your entire view of it. Talking Stick Resort. Entertainment elevated. Now open at 101 in Indian Bend. Plan your escape now at TalkingStickResort.com.
Trufelio, Sean King back with you at the St. Pete Times Forum. Storm with a good opening offensive and defensive series. And Sean King, time now for the keys to the game. Do the honors.
I think the first key is the Storm has to protect the football. You know, lost a game last week against Milwaukee. They were ahead 41-31 in the second half, in large part because of 3 costly turnovers. Also contain Rod Windsor. You know, he's dynamic. You know, he's a big play, explosive wide receiver for this Arizona team. Keep him out of the end zone. And last, you know, DeAndre Rubin from South Florida is getting an opportunity to step in because of injuries to Clenard Santil and Lawrence Samuels. They need some protection from him this afternoon.
So Brett Dietz fires downfield, has his man. It's Hank Edwards for the Storm touchdown.
And the one thing that the Storm has is big receivers. You know, Hank Edwards, Tyrone Timmons, DeAndre Rubin, all big. Watch how accurate this ball is by Brett Dietz. You know, as quarterbacks, we call that one a handoff. You know, when it's 40 yards downfield, but it's so perfectly placed, it's almost as if you just hand it to the receiver. Great throw by Dietz. You know, and when you have
False start. Offense, number 98. 5-yard penalty. Replay the try.
And Drew, when you have tall receivers, it makes it so much easier on those downfield post routes, those takeoffs, because your target that you're throwing to, it's hard to miss those guys. And Dietz understands that and put a ball up that Hank could run under and catch.
Brett Dietz with a critical interception last week that you know he hasn't forgotten about. And he's come out here tonight on fire. The Storm are on fire. A 14-0 lead with 3:54 left to go in this first quarter.
The two-time champion Arizona Rattlers are back with a bang and are hungry to bring their third arena football title back where it belongs. Experience hard-hitting, fast-paced, high-scoring arena football like never before at the U.S. Airways Arena. Good seats start at just $10. That's right, only $10. Bring the family to come meet the players and cheer loud for your Arizona Rattlers. It's snake season, and the Arizona Rattlers are back with a bang. Visit azrattlers.com. That's azrattlers.com to get the ticks for your football fix.
Your attention, please. Goodbye Auto Auction is auctioning off high-quality used automobiles and trucks. Every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m., Goodbye Auto Auction offers you an opportunity to bid on a huge inventory of well-conditioned automobiles. Bidding starts as low as $300. The gates open at 8. Auction starts at 9. Goodbye Auto Auction is located at 2956 West Osborne. For more information, call 602-523-3339. Remember, it's every Wednesday at Goodbye Auto Auction.
On the next morning, you can't hide from DNA. One baby, 3 men. Is Dustin the father? Or is it one of Dustin's best friends?
You're not his father, and you're not his father, so I don't even know why you're staying here.
Why is Ronald's own sister hell-bent on denying Christina's children? And will it destroy their whole family? These kids are not mine. Brendan totally denies Minnie's son and wants nothing to do with it.
That was with him. Just with him.
You can't run from DNA on the next morning.
Monday at 2 on AZTV7, Cable 13.
So Hank Edwards off to the fast start. 2 touchdown receptions here in this first quarter. And Tampa Bay has come out with guns a-blazing. 14-0. Your score over the Arizona Rattlers as Tampa Bay now will kick off. Garrett Rivas, the rookie out of Michigan. High kick. Travels a long way off the board as Sanders will return it up to the 8-yard line. And when we come back, Arizona will take over. Let's see if the Storm defense can continue to contain them. We'll be right back.
Today, with the economy the way it is, if you get sick, the bills can make you even sicker. That's why you want to call Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona. They will tell you about their new health plans and help you choose the one that's right for you and your family. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona has introduced new and more affordable health insurance plans. So don't wait. call your broker or call Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona now to get the facts. To learn more, call your broker, call 866-691-BLUE, or visit azblue.com/TV.
Drew Fellio, Sean King, former Tampa Bay Bucks quarterback, and Victoria Lim will join us in just a few minutes. Well, this crowd has been rocking tonight. Right now, the Storm out to a 14-0 lead. Arizona has looked out of sync since the start. Davia pumps once, goes for the long ball. And it's incomplete. A lot of contact down that sideline as Windsor was the intended receiver, but right there was Reggie Lewis playing big early.
And they've kind of been setting up this stop and go, and Windsor actually beat Reggie, fooled him. But Reggie did a good job of using the sideline to his advantage. He actually cut Windsor off the top of that route. Incompletion, go back, play second down.
Second and 10. In motion, J.J. McKelvey. Davia throws complete. Up to the 14-yard line. A lot of scrapping going on down there. As the big guy, Anthony Mix, the rookie from Auburn. Well, Sean Davia had a huge week last week against Tulsa. Anytime you lead your team to the winning touchdown, it was a key moment in his AFL career.
He played outstanding. He's had an outstanding season. You know, those numbers are very good and very productive. You know, but tonight he's facing a pass rush that he probably has not seen, you know, so far this season.
Third down and 5. Down near the middle of the field and incomplete. How about the coverage so far by this secondary? Deontay Bolden running step for step.
And if you see right here, Nick has been under pressure. It may have been, you know, borderline late hit, but, you know, as a quarterback, when you're on the ground consistently, it starts to impact you.
I believe you're right. That last time, a late hit will be called, and I think rightfully so.
I definitely think the mandate has been handed down from Coach Markham to this defense. Listen, we're going to be physical. If it moves and it has a Rattler jersey on it, we're going to hit it.
And Coach Markham, passing the time of not having arena football last year, was a defensive assistant for the Tampa Bay Bucks. Worked with defensive coordinator Jim Bates and the D lineman. Movement early as Kelvin Kinney looked like he jumped.
And Coach Markham's just so competitive. You know, he has an opportunity tonight to win his 200th career game. In arena football, you know inside he really wants it.
Encroachment, defense, number 56, contact made. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Who's that guy?
That's my former head coach, John Gruden, who's now an analyst on ESPN, does an outstanding job, by the way. Great on Monday Night Football, did a very good job with his draft coverage. You know, having done college football, it's a lot of preparation when you start talking about all those names, all those schools.
So the Rattlers go to work. Caught by Rod Windsor, and he's into the wall at the 8-yard line. Well, you talk about John Gruden, Sean King. Gruden, as it's well known, has an office right at the Storm headquarters, so the presence of Coach Gruden, you know, in some ways is going to have an effect on the entire Storm franchise right now.
Well, it does. I mean, he's what you call a football brainiac. You know, everything he does almost, you know, surrounds football. And, you know, that's good to have around your organization. That's something that can rub off.
Hey, Gruden having a good time tonight. First down, Davia has his man Lunging forward near the 1-yard line is J.J. McKelvey, and they're going to mark him at about the 1-foot line.
And it seems as though Nick Davila has really settled down on this drive. It seems as though he's a little more comfortable in what they're trying to get accomplished offensively.
Deontay Bolden preventing him from getting in the end zone. So good opportunity here for the Rattlers to get some points as we near the end of this first quarter. The ball is snapped just before the quarter. And let's see. Into the end zone and the touchdown scored. It is a touchdown. Carvalho eventually scores for the Rattlers. Let's see if they count this one.
Outside, defense number 56 lined up in the neutral zone. That penalty is declined. Touchdown.
It is a touchdown.
And that drive, I think, was defined for this Storm defense by penalties. Had a couple encroachment offsides calls, had a roughing the passer, kind of just got outside of what they were doing on that drive.
So here's the extra point. Jason Widsack, fourth-year man at Southeast Missouri State, on to kick the extra point. And the kick is up and through. 14-7. The Rattlers are on the scoreboard. We have played one quarter here at the St. Pete Times Forum. Storm lead by 7 as we head to the second on a Saturday night in downtown Tampa.
When I start my day off right, I always feel better. So when I decided to cut back on expenses, my gym membership stayed, and the morning lattes, first to go. But even in tough times,
You can't cut back on necessities, like health insurance.
good thing Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona just introduced new health plans that start at under $59 per month. So now I can stay healthy and still watch every penny. To find out more, call your broker, call 877-317-BLUE, or visit azblue.com/rates.
No matter where you ride, what you ride, or who you ride with, you can count on the Law Tigers. We created a free valuable benefit card that motorcyclists can't afford to be without. Free legal advice, a $10,000 hit and run reward, a 24-hour accident hotline, but most importantly, peace of mind. Designed by riders for riders, the Law Tigers Biker Benefit Card. Available at your favorite motorcycle shop or online at lawtigers.com. The Law Tigers, Arizona's injury lawyers who ride.
As a quarterback, I learned to make the right decisions on the field. The decision to make Scottsdale Healthcare the official hospital for the Arizona Rattlers was personal. I had shoulder surgery at Shea Medical Center several years ago. With the leading physicians, the latest technology, and a compassionate staff, I know you'll receive world-class patient care from the all-pro team at Scottsdale Healthcare, including ASMC, the official team physicians for the Rattlers. To learn more, call or go online at shc.org.
NFL MVP Kurt Warner and his wife Brenda started the First Things First Foundation to reach out to the community with an emphasis on faith and family. Their goal is to share God's love with people by creating experiences and opportunities to bless their lives, with projects that include bringing families to Disney World, rewarding first-time homeowners, and working with special needs children. For more information, visit kurtwarner.org. Working together, putting first things first. Anything is possible.
Here at the St. Pete Times Forum, the Tampa Bay Storm begin the second quarter with a 7-point lead over the Arizona Rattlers. As Storm will have James McCoy returning this kick. And a very live environment here tonight.
Would that be considered getting jiggy with it?
I'll tell you what, whoever's the DJ here tonight, spinning some pretty mean tunes. Sean, you haven't been sitting down for much of the game. You've been dancing pretty much the whole broadcast.
Maybe dancing with the stars, looking in the wrong spot. Need to come to Storm games.
Well, so far, Brett Dietz has been looking in the right spot. It's tonight. This really a matchup of two of the young elite quarterbacks in the Arena Football League. Davia and Dietz. And you know what's amazing about Dietz is all of last year he's not playing football, but he begins the year and he just looks like he hasn't missed a beat.
And he's found his niche. Again, he's a guy that's, been well-traveled. And now that he's in arena, he seems like he's trying to stay in arena. So he's putting a product on tape that says that I can play this game. And Nick Davila, we mentioned a rookie, but he's done an outstanding job so far also.
Storm slinging out. Oh, what a shot. At the 10-yard line, Hank Edwards nearly upended. And Hank Edwards, a very interesting story. Our Victoria Lim has spent some time with Edwards. And Victoria, welcome to the broadcast. How are you?
Thanks a lot, guys. What a great view from down here on the field. Hank Edwards, both touchdowns here on the scoreboard. Interesting story about how he got on this team. He tried out for a reality show to make an AF2 team, an AFL2 team. That reality show didn't make it, but he did, obviously doing pretty well for the Storm, now in his third year with the team.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. As DeAndrew Rubin, his first touchdown in a Storm uniform.
And that's what you look for in wide receivers. You want guys that have explosive ability. You want guys with juice. DeAndrew Rubin has juice. If you watch that separation, that elite top-end speed right there, be able to separate from the wide receiver at the top of it, he's going to be an addition to this offense. And as they move forward, Brett Dietz is going to learn to love this young man.
And you know he is happy to be back home in Tampa where he belongs. Extra point up and good. 21-7. The Storm are in control. DeAndrew Rubin. Welcome back to Tampa. The touchdown from Dietz, and the Storm lead by 14.
Today, with the economy the way it is, if you get sick, the bills can make you even sicker. That's why you want to call Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona. They will tell you about their new health plans and help you choose the one that's right for you and your family. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona has introduced new and more affordable health insurance plans. So don't wait. Call your broker or call Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona now to get the facts. To learn more, call your broker, call 866-691-BLUE, or visit azblue.com/TV.
I'm Patrick Mann, and I'm here to tell you from firsthand experience how many unique and inexpensive items I've come across at the fantastic Indoor Swap Mart. You too can shop fantastic. Over 500,000 brand new items under one roof at the fantastic Indoor Swap Mart, located at 27th Avenue in Camelback in Phoenix. You'll find everything you need and want at incredibly low prices. Open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 10 to 6. What's it called? The fantastic Indoor Swap Mart.
Elevate your night, elevate your game. Casino Arizona.
Well, the Storm now with a 21-7 lead after the touchdown by DeAndrew Rubin. And at 31 years old, Sean King, sometimes the football experts will wonder if he's still got speed in those legs.
And he does. Still has explosion. A young man that has persevered through a lot and has gotten this opportunity to come back and do something that he loves to do, taking advantage of it. Local products, St. Pete, Dixie Highlands, went to South Florida. They're now playing for the Storm. This has got to be a wonderful, accomplishment for him.
Kicked off right through the uprights.
Football is the only sport where you get old when you hit 30s.
Well, he looked forever young on this play.
Yeah, and if you watch, right, you see him in motion, and, he gets the route back vertical, but as he heads to that pylon, you see that explosion. That makes it such an easier throw for Dietz is when you create that separation.
Rubin played his high school ball. You mentioned Dixie Hollins. Marquell Blackwell was throwing him touchdowns way back in the day in the 90s. Was that just before the Sean King era at Gibbs?
Right after. Maybe about 3-4 years after.
Short pass up to the 15-yard line. As making the catch, J.J. McKelvey. And Victoria Lim joins us again. Victoria, what have you got?
Hey, I'm here with Brett Dietz, guys. Brett, slow start to the first series there, and then you got it together with Hank Edwards. What's it like out there?
It's good to be back home. That was my fault on the first drive. I missed 2 throws. And that's just on me. I guess I wasn't woken up, but now I'm awake. And, we had 2 one-play drives, and they're crawling up on top of us. So we're taking advantage right now.
Second series that you came out, threw that bomb right to Edwards again and came right back. Just a good connection with him? You guys are just getting your momentum going?
Yeah, me and Hank have played together for a while. Ruben caught the last one. He's new to playing with us, but we've been working for quite a few weeks, about 5 weeks now, and we've been waiting to get him out on the field, and today's the day he got his opportunity, and he's taking the most of it right now.
You got to be impressed with your defense, holding these guys off.
Oh, yeah, they showed up today, and they're starting to gel, and we have a lot of new guys out there that are new to Markham's system and some rookies out there, so they're getting loose, and this is a good breakout game for them.
How are you going to keep the pressure on these guys?
We're just going to keep doing what we do and, keep taking care of the ball. We don't care if we have a 1-play drive or a 10-play drive. We just want to take care of the ball, control it, know what we're doing, and score every time.
All right, thanks a lot, Brett. Guys, back to you.
All right, Victoria, thank you so much. Brett Dietz, even available for interviews during the games. That's why we love arena football.
There's just so much access. They actually let the viewers at home and the fans actually feel like
Coach,
part of what's going on.
defense number 8, contact made. 5-yard penalty, second down.
Well, the penalty on the field assessed on Tim McGill as Dietz spent a lot of days taking his receivers when there were no games, there's nobody watching, there's no football to be played, there's no league possibly ever coming back, going out working with guys like Tyrone Timmons, and you see the camaraderie that he's built.
And you want your quarterback to be the face of your organization. And when you hear Brett talk, when you watch him play, he's a guy that can take the mantle, assume that position within this Storm organization and lead them, for the next 6, 7, 8 years.
Outside, defense number 98. Hunter Davis to the quarterback. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Such humility, with Brett Dietz. It's hard for a quarterback to say it was my fault. In their live interview, you're coming off of throwing, 3 touchdowns. All he can remember is that, I missed 2 throws on the first drive. It says a lot about that young man.
Can you imagine Sean King being interviewed while you were playing in that Monday night game against the Rams? Can you imagine being interviewed on the sidelines? I couldn't, and I never played.
I wouldn't have a problem as long as we were winning.
Davia down the sidelines has a man, and again, great defense, although this time maybe a little bit too good, as Deontay Bolden will have the yellow flag thrown at him, and it looks like pass interference coming up.
And Deontay just has to look back and try and locate the football. He never turned his head around. He impeded the Rattler, J.J. McKelvey, from catching the football.
Defense number 14.
As a defensive back right there, you have to force yourself to turn your head and try and locate the football. Deontay Bolden was beat on the play. He was trying to make up, that separation, but at the same time, you have to play that football.
So another penalty. Storm have had 3 called on them defensively in this drive, and Arizona just advancing courtesy of those penalties as Davia fires incomplete, and again, good coverage. Bolden right there after the penalty to make the play. So this defense really has been the story of this game so far, and during this week, Coach Tim Markham just kind of down on his defense. Had to do some shuffling. Lawrence Samuels, your jack linebacker, really quarterback of the defense, out tonight. But these guys have responded. Second down and 10. Davia looks towards the end zone. Nice throw, nice catch. And a touchdown scored by Rod Windsor. Boy, is he a player or what?
And he makes it look so easy. I watched him in pregame warm-ups, and He is such a natural catcher of the football. You watch how easy he reaches up and plucks that football out of the air. Great hand-eye coordination on the young man.
Every game that we see in arena football, Sean, we always say, well, this guy could play in the NFL or maybe should play in the NFL. Winters, one of those guys that, at some point will get an opportunity. As the kick is up and good. So Arizona hanging around. Storm still lead by 7 with 9:15 left to go in this first half.
Elevate your everyday. Elevate your game. Casino Arizona.
Trucks Only!
After 35 years, Trucks Only remains Arizona's largest independent pre-owned truck dealer. And this weekend, don't miss our playoff fever sale with these incredible deals.
Like this 07 Dodge Dakota Club Cab, a great value at only $78.88.
And our banks and credit unions have money and are aggressively financing loans.
Plus, we're still the home of the lifetime engine warranty. At Trucks Only, it's the customer always.
Trucks Only!
Lisa Apache Junction. The two-time champion Arizona Rattlers are back with a bang and are hungry to bring their third arena football title back where it belongs. Experience hard-hitting, fast-paced, high-scoring arena football like never before at the U.S. Airways Arena. Good seats start at just $10. That's right, only $10. Bring the family to come meet the players and cheer loud for your Arizona Rattlers. It's snake season, and the Arizona Rattlers are back with a bang. Visit azrattlers.com. That's azrattlers.com to get the ticks for your football fix.
21-14, Drew Felios, Sean King, and Victoria Lim with you tonight. You're watching Storm football on Bright House Sports Network and what could be a monumental one and the legendary career of Tim Markham, all-time winningest head coach in arena football and even called by Arizona Rattlers head coach Kevin Guy a legend in this game.
He's an icon. Someone who's been consistently elite at what he does. Year in and year out, this Tampa Bay Storm team, performs at such a high level, and it's because of Tim Markham.
Used to be the coach of the Detroit Drive, then came here to Tampa Bay. And such a big part of the 5 championships that the Storm have won. James McCoy can't field it. Off the wall, and the ball's live. On the ground, and McCoy does eventually recover it, but that is how the tide in arena football can be shifted in a hurry.
And James McCoy got quite lucky. Quite lucky. As he jogs off the field, his interaction with head coach Tim Martin could have been a lot different if the Storm didn't recover that football. As I said, earlier in the telecast, that one of my keys to the game was, protecting the football. Last week against Milwaukee, a game that they were in control, that they had to lead, they turned the football over 3 times and allowed Milwaukee to get back in that football game and ultimately win it.
Anthony Mix helped off the field. Boy, he is a big-time option at wide receiver for Arizona. If he is not 100% the rest of the way, that changes the outlook for the Rattlers as Mix now heading through the tunnel in some pain. So Storm backed up to the 1. Dietz has been on fire from the start. Short throw to Tyrone Timmons.
And we have not mentioned Tyrone Timmons much tonight. DeAndrew Rubin and Hank Edwards have really stepped up and made some big, explosive type plays. But Tyrone Timmons is actually the leading receiver for this Storm team. Already 11 touchdowns. So at some point, I'm sure on the sideline he's going to Brett like, you have to get me involved.
As Lawrence Samuels tonight, as we said, not in the lineup. Would suit up at wide receiver, 39 years old, Sean King, and still banging heads in arena football. Amazing.
And looks good.
What a catch by DeAndrew Rubin. Rubin starting to get hot, up to the 19-yard line.
The concentration, the ability to make the catch in spite of contact. He brings a lot of things to the table. And Brett said they've been working together for quite some time. Finally having an opportunity to present him to this Storm fan base to get him on the field. And you're seeing why they're excited about DeAndrew Rubin.
DeAndrew Rubin, a draft pick of the Green Bay Packers, 7th round back in 2003. And here he is again. Rubin, that's where he's dangerous, across midfield to the 24-yard line. You watch Rubin play, and amazing that Orlando would let this guy go. He came here, Sean, back in 2007 on opening night with Shane Stafford and absolutely scorched the Storm for a victory. Tonight, he's playing for Tampa Bay.
Hey, one thing you learn early.
Following the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Offense number 68, 10-yard penalty. Second down.
And Robert Powell, you hate to tell your offensive lineman, or you hate to negate that aggression. He's just playing through the whistle. Actually, as a coach, you'll deal with that. When those offensive linemen are downfield, they're blocking, they're finishing their blocks, you'll take a excessive block every once in a while.
Second down and 12. And pressure. Flags come down. Dietz took a shot that time.
Snap. Offside. Defense number 99. Unabated to the quarterback. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
As a quarterback now, on a play like that, when it's offsides and still you take a shot, that can't make you very happy. Let's take a look at it one more time.
Yeah, that could be construed as a cheap shot, especially the extra that he gave the push. But there's not much you can do. As a quarterback, those guys are a little bigger than you. That's kind of, you get in the huddle and you tell your line with a number and say get him.
Second and 7. Dietz takes another shot. Throws it towards Rubin. And no call. Looked like there was contact down the field. But running right there with him was Terrence Sanders.
And right now, Arizona does a good job of taking away Brett's first option. The receiver he wanted to throw the football to was covered, which made him hold the football just one extra half a count. And in this game, that's enough. You don't have 3, 4, 5 seconds to sit back there, but still a good throw under pressure. Maybe should have had a pass interference on the back end. DeAndrew Rubin getting tripped up.
Third down now. Storm have scored a touchdown on every possession tonight. 3 for 3. Trying to keep that streak going. Rubin. Incomplete. Again, good coverage.
Good route by DeAndrew Rubin. You see he's having an outstanding night. First start for the Storm. And that last throw is a throw that, Brett would want back. You want to throw that a little more to the sideline. You threw it up the field a little bit, allowed Riley Swenson to come and break up that pass.
Well, as far as this all-time series is concerned, Sean, Storm lead at 9-5, but get this. They have not traveled to Arizona for a game in 13 years. Arizona has come here 8 straight times. Rubin under it for another touchdown. There is a flag at midfield. So keep in mind, the referees now will huddle to decide.
Illegal formation. Defense number 4. Moving at the top. Touchdown.
So the touchdown will count.
Good job by that Storm offense. As a quarterback, they're easy to complete when your guy's wide open. That linebacker's not allowed to exit outside of that jack linebacker box, they call it, and make contact with the receiver. But defenses aren't above trying to get a little advantage.
Well, the extra point is no good, so Garrett Rivas misses his first extra point tonight. He is 3 for 4. Storm are in control, 27-14. We're back to the St. Pete Times Forum after this on Bright House Sports Network.
The two-time champion Arizona Rattlers are back with a bang and are hungry to bring their third arena football title back where it belongs. Experience hard-hitting, fast-paced, high-scoring arena football like never before at the U.S. Airways Arena. Good seats start at just $10. That's right, only $10. Bring the family to come meet the players and cheer loud for your Arizona Rattlers. It's snake season, and the Arizona Rattlers are back with a fight. Visit azrattlers.com. That's azrattlers.com to get the ticks for your football fix.
Your attention, please. Goodbye Auto Auction is auctioning off high-quality used automobiles and trucks. Every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m., Goodbye Auto Auction offers you an opportunity to bid on a huge inventory of well-conditioned automobiles. Bidding starts as low as $300. The gates open at 8. Auction starts at 9. Goodbye Auto Auction is located at 2956 West Osborne. For more information, call 602-523-3339. Remember, it's every Wednesday at Goodbye Auto Auction.
When I start my day off right, I always feel better. So when I decided to cut back on expenses, my gym membership stayed, and the morning lattes, first to go. But even in tough times, you can't cut back on necessities, like health insurance. Good thing Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona just introduced new health plans that start at under $59 per month. So now I can stay healthy and still watch every penny. To find out more, call your broker, call 877-317-BLUE, or visit azblue.com/rates.
Drew Felios, former Tampa Bay Bucks quarterback Sean King on the broadcast tonight with Victoria Lim. The Storm and the Rattlers mentioned the series between these two teams. Storm 2-1 against the Rattlers in the postseason. The biggest game these franchises ever played, Sean, back in 2003 when the Storm won their 5th Arena Bowl championship.
And it's a rivalry that's definitely been one-sided from a travel standpoint. As you mentioned before the break, Storm never having had to fly across country to Phoenix.
And that's something they've just managed to avoid. Here's the kickoff. Off the post. And the Storm will watch it go over the wall. And it'll be a touchback. Arizona will have it at the 5-yard line. And during the break, Sean, the Tampa Catholic high school football team was honored. Head coach Bob Enriquez before the game with the coin flip. And that's an exciting bunch right there. Got to the state championship. They really did outstanding this year. Doug Williams' son, DJ Williams, a part of that bunch.
Yeah, we do a great job in Central Florida, especially in Tampa, St. Pete area with high school football. And Coach Enriquez has been, with that program for a while, and they've done an outstanding job. Some great players over the years. Dale Jackson, Kenny Kelly. The list goes on and on. He does an outstanding job.
And Christian Green, the all-world wide receiver.
Florida State.
Yeah, going to Florida State. Great to see Coach Enriquez in the house tonight as McKelvey takes it up to the 10-yard line.
Christian's brother, Chaz, if I'm not mistaken, is going to the University of Florida, if I'm not mistaken. So, you have a program where you can put multiple players at big Division I programs year in and year out. You're doing something right.
And Tampa Catholic going to have an outstanding team next year. J.J. McKelvey, 17 catches, 167 yards. Sean, we talk high school football because so many players on the field tonight played right here in our backyard.
And it's a testament to the quality of high school football, in this area. You know, the list, you know, Lakewood High School, Deontay Bolden, Sarasota Booker, Jesuit, Warden, Dixie Highlands, Tampa Tech, Land O'Lakes. I mean, the list just goes on and on of guys who, you know, play prep football, you know, in this area. And you look around the college football landscape right now, and there's guys everywhere. You look in the draft, you know, McCluster from Ole Miss, a Largo grad. I mean, just year in and year out, you continue to see guys from this area that go on and play football at a high level.
Had a chance to visit with Marquise Pouncey, 18th overall pick of the Pittsburgh Steelers. As what a catch. Made it the 20-yard line. A big-time play by J.J. McKelvey. Sean King has thrown footballs to this guy in the past and knows what he can get done.
And he's a big target. You know, he has, you know, very soft hands. You know, he's just one of those guys that kind of fell through the cracks, you know, at the NFL level. But, you know, he's come here and done an outstanding job. You see the strength, the ability to fight off two defenders and still make the catch. A lot of talent, a lot of skill with J.J. McKelvey.
McKelvey comes from Clemson, 6'4", 225. Another big receiver. First down from the 20. Storm get good pressure again. And all Davia can do is throw it away. And a flag comes down near the 5-yard line. Of course, when the ball goes into the stands in arena football, it is yours to keep. Interesting what this conversation's all about.
It's definitely offside on Arizona. It might be offset. I'm not sure if they call pass interference against Reggie Lewis.
Coach Markham's out on the field. Let's get the call.
There's no foul on the play for defensive pass interference. Offsides, offense, number 4, high motion man is across the line of scrimmage. That penalty is declined. Second down.
And in arena football, you have a receiver who's allowed to go in motion towards the line of scrimmage. And generally, as a quarterback, you try and time that snap so that he's right there. J.J. McKelvey was a good 5 yards into the Tampa Storm secondary when the ball was snapped.
Well, you just saw right there, Sean, out on the field is Danny White, one of the huge football names in general. White said before this game, he said, on 4th down, we're never kicking field goals. We're going for it all the way. A very aggressive offensive coordinator for Arizona.
And Danny does a good job. Danny's been a head coach in this league. You know, actually Utah's second on the all-time coaching victories list, right behind Coach Markham. He does a very, very good job. Known as an offensive genius.
Of course, former quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. And a good throw made. The perfect spot for Rod Windsor. Windsor has been all the offense tonight for Arizona. Keep in mind, flag on the play at the 22-yard line. This could be coming back.
It's in that area of offensive holding.
Holding. Offense, number 56. 10-yard penalty. Still second down.
Sean, as a quarterback, when you throw a touchdown and your guy gets called for holding, what do you tell him, if you tell him anything?
Well, you don't say too much during the game. Yeah. Monday when you're lifting weights, you might just remind him. You can put a little more weight on that squat rack.
Crowd really making noise here tonight. Second down. Good throw, good catch. McKelvey now starting to emerge offensively for the Rattlers down to the 16. A first down. Nope, actually 6 yards shy. So we got third down coming up after the penalty and 6 yards to go. So it's been McKelvey and Windsor, the two main guns for Arizona. But the Storm have made moving the football difficult in every single yard that the Rattlers are going for. They have made Arizona earn it tonight. A good defensive performance up to this point at the 1 minute mark. Left to go in this first half. Arizona will have it 3rd and 6 when we come back.
The two-time champion Arizona Rattlers are back with a bang and are hungry to bring their 3rd arena football title back where it belongs. Experience hard-hitting, fast-paced, high-scoring arena football like never before at the U.S. Airways Arena. Good seats start at just $10. That's right, only $10. Bring the family to come meet the players and cheer loud for your Arizona Rattlers. It's snake season, and the Arizona Rattlers are back with a bang. Visit azrattlers.com. That's azrattlers.com to get the ticks for your football fix.
Your wallet is filled with valuable things. Your identity, your money, your credit, even your memories. But if you ride, the most valuable thing in your wallet is your Law Tigers Biker Benefit Card. Because with this card and the Law Tigers, you never ride alone. The Law Tigers, Arizona's injury lawyers who ride.
When I start my day off right, I always feel better. So when I decided to cut back on expenses, my gym membership stayed, and the morning lattes, first to go. But even in tough times, you can't cut back on necessities, like health insurance. Good thing Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona just introduced new health plans that start at under $59 per month. So now I can stay healthy and still watch every penny. To find out more, call your broker, call 877-317-BLUE, or visit azblue.com/rates.
Well, coming up at the half, Victoria Lim will have a conversation with Coach Markham and also a special feature on that guy right there, Drew Weatherford, former Florida State quarterback. And Sean, I know, happy to see him found a home with the Tampa Bay Storm.
Yeah, local guy, played at Land O'Lakes High School out in North Tampa. You know, a kid that never really could, find the consistency at Florida State, but he's come here and done a great job, for the Tampa Bay Storm, backing up a very good player, Brett Dietz, but he said, I want to contribute. I actually contributed, on special teams throughout the early part of the season for the Tampa Bay Storm.
McKelvey was in motion. That's who they look to, and a touchdown as Davia hit him in stride. So 27-20, and keep in mind, I know it's still early and lots of points to come, but the extra point that was missed, so now they can make it a 6-point game.
Yeah, and this is going to be a game that Tampa's going to have to continue to score points because Arizona is very difficult to match up with. They're very big wide receiver. J.J. McKelvey, 6'4", 220. Rod Windsor, 6'2", 210. Anthony Mixel got injured, 6'5", 230. So those are tough one-on-one matchups for that Tampa Storm secondary.
The extra point is up and good. So Jason Widsack puts it through. And we have a 27-21 game now with under a minute to play. Ride the Storm out at the St. Pete Times Forum. Friday, May 7th, the Storm hosts the Jacksonville Sharks at 8 o'clock. It's FCW Wrestling Night with appearances by FCW wrestlers, plus post-game matches on the Plaza. Get in the game for just $10 or get all-you-can-eat seats in the Channelside Club for just $35. You can get your tickets now by calling 813-301-6600 or go online at TampaBayStorm.com. What do you think, Sean? I know you've watched some pro wrestling back in the day.
Yeah, I've never really been a wrestling guy. I don't know why. Even back when I was smaller. And how some things you like, some things you don't really dislike, and you just never really got into it. Never really got into wrestling. I don't know why. Probably too busy playing Little League football. I was tired by the time I got home.
Well, I think that's why you made it to the NFL, and I didn't. I was too in love with wrestling growing up. The Tampa Bay area hotbed is Florida Championship Wrestling, seen on Bright House Sports Network every week, the main minor league system for the WWE. Down on the field, we just talked about Drew Weatherford. Look who is on special teams, Sean. You just talked about contributing And this is a pure example right here on special teams. Weatherford puts on the helmet and the chin strap.
Yeah, Drew, if you're going to be on special teams, then have your helmet buckled up when you come on the field. That's probably what Coach Markham's thinking right now. But, as quarterbacks, we're in the backup role. I mean, we're just on the sideline chilling. You got a baseball cap on, trying to look good for girlfriend, wife, or significant other that's in the stands. You're not used to having to run out on kick return.
Well, you always know, too, Sean, that the final minute of the half is always a critical minute. Anything can happen in that period of time. So, Arizona, you never know, an onside kick in this situation, or let's see if they go long. They do the onside kick towards Drew Weatherford, and the former Florida State quarterback falls on it at the 11-yard line. So he's on the field, and they go right at him right away.
And, quarterbacks are smart. Definitely the smartest player on the team. We know that there's probably an 85% chance that the onside kick is coming, so we're ready for it. And most quarterbacks are pretty good athletes. You look at Drew Weatherford, he's a good athlete, basketball, football player. You say, Coach, I got it. I got it, Coach.
He's got to take that personal. As soon as he comes on the field, they onside it right at him. You kidding me? Oh, a little fake handoff along the right side as Terrence Royal, his first rush of the game, and he gets it all the way to the 3.
Boise State made that play famous, in the Fiesta Bowl a couple years ago. He used it to beat Oklahoma. It's called the Statue of Liberty. Actually, a couple NFL teams use it. Kazi use it. The Tampa Bay Storm use it. Very successful play for him. And you throw your fullback a bone. Terrence Royal don't get to touch the football that often. He's back to almost as a fourth lineman. So you want to keep him into the game and excited. Like, Terrence, we got something for you this week.
The Bucks used to use that play also back in the Sam Weich days. The Storm using it right there. 2nd down and 2. Dietz just throws it away and makes for one happy fan. There's a scrap going on right now in the stands for the football.
And Coach Mark is pulling out all the stops. Whether you believe it or not, this pass was actually intended for the tackle, Thomas Kalita. But he couldn't get off the line of scrimmage, couldn't get a release. And Brett Dietz, the quarterback, did the smart thing. Gave one of the fans in the front row a souvenir.
Third down and 2 for the first down. Dietz, touchdown. As Tyrone Timmons squeezes it, a flag at the goal line. And this looks like it's going to be on Arizona, and the touchdown should stand.
Number 56, Mack is out of the box. Jonas, touchdown.
So up to this point, Brett Dietz has been just about perfect. Rivas on for the extra point. And it's good. 34-21, 36.2 seconds left.
An excellent touch right there by Brett Dietz. Over the jack linebacker, still kept it inbounds, allowed Tyrone Timmons to run up under it. Now, he's really playing well tonight. Got off to a shaky start that first drive, missed a couple of makeable throws, but since then he's really, fastened the seatbelt and put the pedal to the floor. And I mean, this offense has been very good this first half.
And the player who caught that touchdown, Sean, Tyrone Timmons, another local guy that Brett Dietz, loves playing with. Played at Tampa Bay Tech High School. Really came out a couple years ago in his rookie season in the NFL and really set it on fire. Timmons had 3 touchdowns in each of his first 3 games playing in this league. So really started out hot.
And he's such a matchup nightmare. He's 6'4", 215. Has that explosiveness, that juice that you look for in a big receiver. Very tough matchup. You know, if you're a defensive back and you're playing the Storm, you go to your coach before the game, we need a little help with Timmons, coach. I don't know if this one-on-one thing is such a good idea today.
Off the screen and playing it is Terrence Sanders. And Sanders gets it up to the 15-yard line. Well, we saw the Tampa Catholic football team in attendance tonight. We saw John Gruden in attendance tonight. I think if John Gruden did one of his quarterback sessions with Brett Dietz behind closed doors and used tonight's game as film, there wouldn't be much to pick at.
He'd find something. He'd find something, but I love those segments. They were awesome, and I think they were very beneficial for all 4 of the quarterbacks as they go to the next level.
Also, Doug Williams is in the house tonight, Sean. A guy that every time you see, you just kind of in awe. At least I am. Oh, off to the races is Windsor. Look at the speed from Rod Windsor. A good tackle made to keep him from scoring at the 2-yard line, but Windsor was nearly gone.
And great effort by Deontay Bolden. Preventing what, looked like a sure touchdown. Throw a little screen pass out, get some good blocking. Rod does a good job of cutting back across field. But Deontay Bolden doesn't give up on the play. Beats Rod to the spot, forces him to cut back, and allows a pursuit to make the tackle.
So Windsor has had a good first half. If you're just joining us, the Storm has led for this entire game. They scored on their first possession. Got a defensive stop and scored again to go up 14-0. Arizona has been playing catch-up ever since. Right now, Danny White and this Arizona offense need a touchdown here. It is critical that they get a score. Because keep in mind, to start the second half, Arizona will have the football. So if you get a score here and then you get the ball to start the second half, immediately you're in the game.
I'm not even sure if there's not a part of Coach Markham that would have preferred that Rod went ahead and scored. At least Brett Dietz and that offense would have got an opportunity to get the football back. In the last minute of the first half and last minute of the game, the clock does stop after all first down, so maybe they could have gotten an opportunity to match that touchdown.
That's a great point. And a lot of times you don't realize that when you're watching arena football. It's who has the football last. Possession so critical. So Davia with a first down, and Tim McGill, like he does so often, just bowls right over the center.
And Kyle Young forgot to snap the football.
Full start, offense, number 66, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Yeah, that's rough as a quarterback. When it's on one and you say hut and nothing happens with you in the center, that's never good.
Troy Reddick. That time trying to deal with this Storm front 3. They've been tough to deal with tonight. Tim McGill, the big guy in the middle, number 8. I mentioned him as we were kind of calling out the front 3. He has really spearheaded this Storm defensive attack tonight. Really the key, because you can't really blitz linebackers in arena football.
You can only blitz one of the two. And as you see a couple times tonight, Arizona has tried to kind of maneuver around those rules a little bit with their jack linebacker and gotten called for 2 illegal defenses.
Tim McGill, fourth-year man out of Illinois. He is a big man. I was coming in the door, Sean, just as I came into St. Pete Times Forum, and I kind of walked around a little bit. Tim McGill was coming in the door, and he had his gym bag with him. You could tell he was ready to go to work from about 4:30 this afternoon. This guy just loves playing football. First down and 6 for Nick Tavia. Under pressure and incomplete as Cliff Dukes was coming at him. Dukes made that throw very difficult.
And that's kind of been, what this defensive line has done the entire first half, and that's put pressure on Arizona quarterback Nick Tavia. Made him throw the ball prematurely. Receiver was not prepared to catch it.
So now the Storm will call a timeout. 6.6 seconds to go in this first half. Tim Markham wants to talk this over to make sure Arizona does not score 6 points here. Well,
the mascot.
There's some great stuff going on here tonight. Hey, we are having fun, and we invite you to have some fun as well. Bring the whole gang to a Storm game with special group discounts. 10 or more can see a Storm home game for as little as $5 a seat. You can go to treat your group to dinner, too, as you got all-you-can-eat seats. That sounds pretty good, Sean. $25 a piece. Bring the coworkers, the church softball team, or your neighbors to a Storm game by calling 813-301-6900. If you haven't been to an arena football game, it is something you've got to experience.
And you can't beat that. $25 all you can eat. I mean, that's a win-win.
Second down and 6. Tavia with time to throw this time. Now he gets pressure towards the end zone and incomplete.
I mean, good job of Nick of avoiding the initial pass rush, but he took a shot when he lets this ball go, and a ball that Rod probably feels like he should have caught. But again, there's Deontay Bolden again, who's made some plays this first half. You're Coach Markham. You're pretty impressed with how your defense has responded and how your quarterback Brett Dietz has been really efficient. But you see Kelvin Kinney getting the shot on Nick Tavia. Those licks add up.
Well, the Storm was just about inside the locker room, and now they're running back onto the field, as I believe they're going to put some more time on the clock. This looked like a clean defensive play. Just great defense that time by Deontay Bolden in the end zone. Good pressure by Kinney and Dukes up the middle.
And if I saw correctly, I think it might have been 0.1 or 0.2 seconds. And that's never supposed to happen when you're at home. The clock operator is never supposed to be in your favor.
Some mayhem on the field right now. Brett Dietz just wants to head to the locker room, and one more play coming up. They're not even putting that .1 on the clock. No point. You can tell here, Sean, just how critical the final minute of the first half is, because right now it looks like Coach Markham is coaching in the final minute of the game period with everything on the line.
And you mentioned earlier the fact that Arizona gets the football first in the second half, so the last thing you want to do now is give up a touchdown on the last play of the first half, and then they come out and get it first in the second half and score, and now you're down. A game that you've been dominating, you're down. So very important down for the Storm going into the intermission.
There you take a look at Dave Hewitt, Storm assistant coach, so instrumental in developing players in this franchise and identifying the players that the Storm eventually stacked their roster with. Kevin Guy, head coach of Arizona, has been busy tonight. One more play for the Rattlers. McKelvey in motion. Tavia, corner of the end zone, and incomplete. Great defense by Brandon Heflin to knock that ball out of the hands of Windsor.
And the Storm, that secondary especially, will go into the locker room with some confidence. Made some big plays, on this drive. Deontay Bolden with the hustle play right here. Brandon Heflin doing a good job of grabbing that elbow, even though he had lost his balance, which is ultimately what, forced the football out of Rod Windsor's hands.
So the Storm with the lead here at the half. Tampa Bay 34, Arizona 21. Tampa Bay in the driver's seat. And down on the field, Tim Markham now gets ready to head into the tunnel. But before he does that, he joins our Victoria Lim down on the field. Guys?
Hey guys, Coach Markham, you were telling me before the game that you really needed to get Arizona to get into those third and fourth down situations. How do you think it's going so far?
Well, that was the end of the half play down there, so we made a good play. We made a good fourth stop here. So, you know, it's good. It's a heck of a football game, though. Our guys are getting after their tail. We just got to continue to do that the second half.
You made some game time changes with regards to your defense between Bolden and Hawthorne. How do you think that's working out?
Well, Bolden's doing a heck of a job. He's had probably more breakups in the first half than we had in the last two games.
That Brett Deep Statue of Liberty play, pretty creative.
Well, we learned from the best.
Thanks, Coach. All right, guys, back up to you.
All right, Victoria, thank you so much. 34-21, the Storm with a 13-point lead at the half. Your halftime show coming up next. You're watching Tampa Bay Storm football on Bright House Sports Network.
As a quarterback, I learned to make the right decisions on the field. The decision to make Scottsdale Healthcare the official hospital for the Arizona Rattlers was personal. I had shoulder surgery at Shea Medical Center several years ago. With the leading physicians, the latest technology, and a compassionate staff, I know you'll receive world-class patient care from the all-pro team at Scottsdale Healthcare, including ASMC, the official team physicians for the Rattlers. To learn more, call or go online at shc.org.
I'm Pat McMahon, and I'm here to tell you from firsthand experience how many unique and inexpensive items I've come across at the fantastic Indoor Swap Mart. You too can shop fantastic. Over 500,000 brand new items under one roof at the fantastic Indoor Swap Mart, located at 27th Avenue in Camelback in Phoenix. You'll find everything you need and want at incredibly low prices. Open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 10 to 6. What's it called? The fantastic Indoor Swap Mart.
Is there an addiction causing problems in your life? Are you hiding that addiction from others? Are you or someone you love suffering from an addiction? Then it's time to do something about it. Calvary has been your addiction recovery solution for over 45 years.
It's an amazing experience.
Calvary saved my life.
Get help. Call Calvary Addiction Recovery Center at 866-76-SOBER before it's too late.
Well, at the end of half number one, Tampa Bay with a 34-21 lead. Drew Felios along with Sean King. And, Sean, your evaluation of Storm football after half number one.
You know, defensively, I thought they really responded to the challenge that was laid down by Tim Markham. They hadn't played well the first three games, really came out and competed against this Arizona offense. And offensively, Brett Dietz has done a good job of having a balanced passing attack. Hank Edwards, DeAndre Rubin, and Tyrone Timmons all having big first half for the Tampa Bay Storm.
And we saw a little bit of everything. Even Drew Weatherford shining, falling on an onside kick in that first half. Our Victoria Lim now joins us. Victoria, what have you got?
Well, Drew and Sean, you talked a lot about how there are a lot of local hometown players who have made this Tampa Bay Storm team able to play in front of their hometown crowd. Drew Weatherford certainly is one of those standouts. Formerly of Land O'Lakes and Florida State, he thought his football career had passed him by, and you cannot imagine how thrilled he is to get a second chance to play the game that he loves and just could not get out of his system.
It's great to be back home in Tampa. I love it here, and I love the people and the city. It's just wonderful.
What did you do for the year without football?
I was actually working with the university. I was working with the Seminole Boosters, and I was raising money for the athletic department. And living in South Florida, I was living in Fort Lauderdale. We have a very large alumni base down there, and I was helping. So it was fun.
Did you know you wanted to get back into football? Was that always on your mind?
Well, it's been a dream of mine, to play professional football ever since I was really young, and when nothing worked out coming out of school, I had thought I was ready to give it up. But as time went on, and it was even hard for me to watch football, to be honest. I just missed it so much, and an opportunity came to come back to Tampa and play in front of my family and friends, and it was just an opportunity I really couldn't turn down. And plus I really had that passion still in my heart.
It's not the NFL, of course. Arena football is much different. Are you okay with that? Are you just happy to have the opportunity?
I'm just happy to be out playing a game that I love. It's football. It's a different type of football, but at the end of the day, it's still blocking and tackling, and what I do is throw the football around. So I've enjoyed it. I'm trying to learn the game, and Brett Dietz is a great quarterback they already have here, and he's been a great guy to be around. He's a veteran and a guy I can learn from.
What kind of adjustments have you had to make in your own game and the way that you throw and the way that you make plays?
Well, the game just it's much quicker, being a smaller field, so I've had to really work on my drops, getting quicker, just getting rid of the ball. You don't have a lot of time in this game. You have to anticipate throws, and you just have to make decisions much quicker. So it's been a slow learning process for me, but I'm looking forward to continue to learn this game and to get better as time goes on.
You're coming into a franchise that's had a lot of success, a big fan base. They were really disappointed when they had that year off. Intimidating at all or exciting?
It's exciting. Coming from a place like Florida State that has just great fans and has a lot of just passion and respect for the program. It's nice to be in another environment that takes it very seriously and has a long history of success and greatness. So I'm glad to be a part of it, and I feel honored too.
Drew Weatherford hasn't yet been behind center, but he is credited with 5 tackles on special teams. Certainly happy to be back as part of a football team. It is the Storm 34, Rattlers 21. We are in halftime, and we'll be right back.
Soon, new life will spring from the desert. Sophisticated accommodations, unparalleled restaurants, world-class gaming. This is Talking Stick Resort. Here, we won't just change your idea of entertainment, we'll change your entire view of it. Talking Stick Resort. Entertainment elevated. Now open at 101 in Indian Bend. Plan your escape now at TalkingStickResort.com.
Trucks Only!
After 35 years, Trucks Only remains Arizona's largest independent pre-owned truck dealer. And this weekend, don't miss our playoff fever sale with these incredible deals. Like this 08 Chevy Silverado extended cab, sale priced at only $15,988.
And our banks and credit unions have money and are aggressively financing loans.
Plus, we're still the home of the lifetime engine warranty. At Trucks Only, it's the customer always.
Trucks Only!
Mesa Apache Junction.
Your attention, please. Goodbye Auto Auction is auctioning off high-quality used automobiles and trucks. Every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m., Goodbye Auto Auction offers you an opportunity to bid on a huge inventory of well-conditioned automobiles. Bidding starts as low as $300. The gates open at 8. Auction starts at 9. Goodbye Auto Auction is located at 2956 West Osborne. For more information, call 602-523-3339. Remember, it's every Wednesday at Goodbye Auto Auction.
The two-time champion Arizona Rattlers are back with a bang and are hungry to bring their third arena football title back where it belongs. Experience hard-hitting, fast-paced, high-scoring arena football like never before at the U.S. Airways Arena. Good seats start at just $10. That's right, only $10. Bring the family to come meet the players and cheer loud for your Arizona Rattlers. It's snake season, and the Arizona Rattlers are back with a fight. Visit azrattlers.com. That's azrattlers.com to get the ticks for your football fix.
Well, the Storm with a 13-point lead, 34-21, here at the half of this 4th arena football game of the year. Right now, the Florida Championship Wrestlers down on the field. Drew Felios alongside Sean King. Sean gave his evaluation of Storm football so far in the first half just before the break. Let's take a look at some of the reasons why. Storm really came out smoking in the first half. Brett Dietz leading the way.
And Brett Dietz, he's been outstanding throughout the first half. He's been efficient, but he's also been very aggressive. And I like the accuracy that he's shown downfield. Right here you see hooking up with Hank Edwards, perfectly thrown football, great route. Edwards finishes with the big-time catch.
Well, the Rattlers leading also in time of possession, Sean, 18 minutes to 11 minutes. But the Storm are winning the game by 13. Why?
Well, you win the game by scoring points, not by controlling the football. Arizona's controlled the football, but they haven't produced points. Tampa's gotten the ball, hadn't had a long time. They've been so efficient what they've been doing. They've been able to put up points, and they went into the half, I think, with all the momentum.
And one of the big storylines coming in here tonight, Sean, was DeAndrew Rubin and how he would respond in his first start ever for the Storm.
Yeah, the Dixie Highlands faithful have to be ecstatic. South Florida graduate, he's done a good job tonight of replacing not just Lawrence Samuels, but Kennard Santillo also.
You got to be proud, too. Part of that Pinellas County football fraternity, huh?
Some great athletes over in Pinellas County.
Absolutely. Storm with a 13-point lead, 34-21. In the second half now, Arizona will have the football. What does the Storm have to do to make sure they hold on to this lead?
They have to match the intensity of the first half. The one thing that Coach Markham talked about before the break was that his team has really competed. And if they come out and maintain that same level of intensity, they'll be fine.
All right, well, the crowd excited, and so are we, 34-21. The Storm in the driver's seat, looking for their second win of the year.
Patience has always been a virtue for me, and a gift. Especially now that I'm spending my retirement taking care of people who've fallen on hard times. I have neighbors who have a termite problem they're dealing with, and folks across town just had a house fire. And then there's my family. My youngest son, Tyler, is taking a break from college, and Kevin and his wife and 5 kids came over on vacation and never quite left. And then there's Ron, my oldest. He's always just lived here. He loves the world of wardcrafts.
I'm a level 80 Night Elf Druid. She's an angel, really. Ever heard her raise her voice or use profanity? With all these extra visitors, she's never complained once.
There is always room for one more. We have plenty of room. Plenty of room. I think it is a gift. I think you can love everyone.
Here at halftime, 34-21. Football sometimes can be a game of numbers, and when you look at the halftime stats, Sean King, what's the biggest number that stands out if you're evaluating these two teams?
Well, it's 5 touchdowns from Brett Dietz. Outstanding first half. Bouncing back from, actually an offense that turned the football over 3 times in the second half the week before. Wanted to come out and really set the tempo. They did that.
Yep. Turnovers have been outstanding because the Storm haven't had any. That was a problem last week in the loss and in the 2 losses that they've had this year. Time of possession we just talked about as well, and penalties. 8 for 51 yards for Tampa Bay, but they haven't been critical ones.
And the thing is, they've been effort penalties. And a lot of times, as a head coach, you can deal with that. When guys are getting penalties because of too much effort, that's something that you can work with.
All right, when we come back the second half, Tampa Bay will try and get their second win of the year against the Arizona Rattlers. It's been a fun night here at the St. Pete Times Forum for Brett Dietz and company. They'll look to continue the roll when we come back.
Is there an addiction causing problems in your life? Are you hiding that addiction from others? Are you or someone you love suffering from an addiction? Then it's time to do something about it. Calvary Center knows exactly what people need to get and stay in recovery.
It changed my life.
It's your choice if you want to live or you want to die.
Call Calvary Addiction Recovery Center at 866-76-SOBER or visit us online at calvarycenter.com. The 2-time champion Arizona Rattlers are back with a bang and are hungry to bring their 3rd arena football title back where it belongs. Experience hard-hitting, fast-paced, high-scoring arena football like never before at the U.S. Airways Arena. With seats start at just $10. That's right, only $10. Bring the family to come meet the players and cheer loud for your Arizona Rattlers. It's snake season, and the Arizona Rattlers are back with a bang. Visit azrattlers.com. That's azrattlers.com to get the ticks for your football fix.
No matter where you ride, and what you ride or who you ride with, you can count on the Law Tigers. We created a free valuable benefit card that motorcyclists can't afford to be without. Free legal advice, a $10,000 hit and run reward, a 24-hour accident hotline, but most importantly, peace of mind. Designed by riders for riders, the Law Tigers Biker Benefit Card. Available at your favorite motorcycle shop or online at lawtigers.com. The Law Tigers, Arizona's injury lawyers who ride.
As a quarterback, I learned to make the right decisions on the field. The decision to make Scottsdale Healthcare the official hospital for the Arizona Rattlers was personal. I had shoulder surgery at Shea Medical Center several years ago. With the leading physicians, the latest technology, and a compassionate staff, I know you'll receive world-class patient care from the all-pro team at Scottsdale Healthcare, including ASMC, the official team physicians for the Rattlers. To learn more, call or go online at shc.org.
Well, there's your score, and there's your fans excited. Storm out to a 13-point lead. A good job stopping Arizona at the end of the first half. And, Sean, let's take a look at some news and notes from around the league. Damian Harrell, boy, it seems like he's been playing arena football forever. And he can become the all-time leader in consecutive games with a reception tonight. Chicago, right now, the premier team in the Arena League. And how about Dallas with their inaugural win in their first home game since they have returned to arena football.
And the Tampa Bay Storm, Shane Stafford, actually plays for the Dallas Ball Club. So congratulations to them.
And Shane Stafford, I believe, a little bit banged up right now for Dallas. Nice to see.
Told Shane it's tough when you start getting old.
Nice to see Stafford continuing his football career as Arizona will play it off the net here to start the second half. So the Rattlers at 2-1. We're looking to come in here to the St. Pete Times Forum and get their third win of the year. They knew that this Storm team was going to be really hungry, not wanting to fall to 1-3. 2-2 is much different than 1-3.
And you said it, and the Storm came out and they played with that sense of urgency in the first half. They played like a team that had their back against the wall.
And the Storm tonight short-handed without two of their top players, both wide receivers, Lawrence Samuels and Cleonard Santil, but the offense has not missed a beat. Arizona will now go to work. As a first pass complete to Windsor, he had a stellar first half. Is coming up to hit him, Deontay Bolden. Bolden also had a good first half. The Storm's secondary, that's the best half they've had all year long.
It is, and men meet challenges. And Tim Markham challenged these men to come out and play at a higher level than they've been playing the first 3 games of the season, and they've met that challenge so far. Now it's about creating consistency on defense with that pass rush, with that competitive nature in the secondary.
Windsor with the catch across midfield, into the wall at the 22, flag down at the 8-yard line.
Illegal defense, number 98, illegally drifting. That penalty is refused. First down.
Now, that's the first time I've ever heard that call. Illegally drifting.
Well, Windsor, Sean, has kind of been a one-man wrecking crew tonight for Arizona.
Yeah, he came in. It's the reason that he's leading, this league in receptions and yards, and he's kind of maintained, the production that he's established the first 3 games of the season.
First down and 10. It's caught at the 18-yard line as J.J. McKelvey makes that catch. And, Sean, after one half of watching this arena football game, I got to admit, coming into tonight, not really knowing what to expect since the league has kind of regrouped and reformed, and now you've got new teams. It looks like the style, the product is right where it left off in 2008.
Definitely the level of talent seems to have, been sustained because there's some outstanding athletes on the field tonight. And when you keep icons, of this league like Tim Markham and guys that aspire to reach that level in Kevin Guy, then you're going to get a good product.
Well, Tim McGill has made life very tough on the O-line for Arizona here tonight. He's going to do that at least 4 or 5 times a night, just draw an offsides call. And Coach Markham and the coaching staff will kind of just live with it. They know that, hey, that's just going to happen when you're trying to do what he does.
And he puts a lot of pressure on the opposing team center. As a center, you have a nose guard that's going to try and jump all the counts.
Delay of game, offense, number 10, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
The first half was marred by a lot of penalties, 12 and 13 calling. Already we have 4 in the second half. Kevin Stein and his group of officials have been very active. I like both ball clubs to kind of clean up the action a little bit, kind of really undisciplined on both sides so far.
Yep. This is the first drive of this second half, critical for Arizona to get a score. The referee has to duck that time as McKelvey squeezes it near the 15. But with the league kind of regrouping and reforming, a lot of new teams in arena football. Franchises now, Sean, in Alabama, near Shreveport, Iowa. Jacksonville has a team now. Milwaukee, Oklahoma City, Spokane, Washington, and Tulsa now. Used to be Arena 2, and now they're an Arena 1 team. Third down and 1, near the end zone, and this is picked off. A flag will come down, however, as Brandon Heflin is going to enjoy this play anyway.
And unfortunately for Brandon Heflin and his Storm team, it looks as if this play is going to be negated by defensive pass interference.
So this one will come all the way back.
Pass interference. Defense, number 3. That's a distance to goal. Automatic first down.
And they called pass interference actually on Reggie Lewis, and it was away from the actual interception.
Wow.
And I think at some point, as I said, Kevin Stein and this group of officials have been very involved in this game. It comes to a point where, as a referee, you can't potentially call a penalty every play. There's always holding or something going on. At some point, you have to let the flow of the game kind of develop.
Davia with another chance, throws low. He has struggled a little bit tonight with his accuracy. Anthony Mix, the intended receiver. And Brett Dietz has just been a little bit more precise on his throw.
Well, with that defensive line, Tim McGill, those guys, they've created discomfort in that pocket for Nick. Nick Davila will tell you, after the game, this wasn't as easy as the weeks before. They did a good job of making me uncomfortable and unsure of was I going to have enough time to complete the throws.
Second down. 7 yards to go, and a touchdown delivered. Rod Windsor. Well, I believe Windsor.
And just as you say that, Nick Davila comes back and puts this one on a rope. Pinpoint precision by the young man. This ball is placed in a location where only his receiver can make the catch.
So another touchdown for Windsor. And Arizona trying to make this a 6-point game. Kick is up and good. Rattlers are not out of it just yet. Keep in mind, Arizona hung around 2 years ago and got a win with seconds to go when they went for it after an extra point, the fake extra point. 34-28 your score.
Soon, new life will spring from the desert. Sophisticated accommodations, unparalleled restaurants, world-class gaming. This is Talking Stick Resort. Here, we won't just change your idea of entertainment, we'll change your entire view of it. Talking Stick Resort. Entertainment elevated. Now open at 101 in Indian Bend. Plan your escape now at TalkingStickResort.com.
I'm Patrick Mann, and I'm here to tell you from first-hand experience how many unique and inexpensive items I've come across at the fantastic Indoor Swap Mart. You, too, can shop fantastic. Over 500,000 brand-new items under one roof at the fantastic Indoor Swap Mart, located at 27th Avenue in Camelback in Phoenix. You'll find everything you need and want at incredibly low prices. Open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 10 to 6. What's it called? The fantastic Indoor Swap Mart.
The two-time champion Arizona Rattlers are back with a bang and are hungry to bring their third arena football title back where it belongs. Experience hard-hitting, fast-paced, high-scoring arena football like never before at the U.S. Airways Arena. Good seats start at just $10. That's right, only $10. Bring the family to come meet the players and cheer loud for your Arizona Rattlers. It's snake season, and the Arizona Rattlers are back with a bang. Visit azrattlers.com. That's azrattlers.com to get the ticks for your football fix.
Drew Felio, Sean King, Victoria Lim, and the Storm cheerleaders definitely in the house tonight at the St. Pete Times Forum. Sean, I know you have not noticed one bit.
If I didn't play football in college, I think I would have been like a male cheerleader.
Sean, there's your teams from around the league. The ones returning and the new teams. Orlando Predators, of course, just down I-4. And that's the most fierce rivalry, one of the best in arena football, Orlando, Tampa Bay every year. Although now it's Pat O'Hara, the former Storm quarterback, who's now the head coach of the Predators as we speak.
A very heated rivalry. But ironically, to be such a heated rivalry, there's been a lot of exchanging of players over the course of the years.
Oh, definitely. James McCoy sheds a tackle, and Sean, he's got a lane. Down the sideline and all the way to the 11-yard line.
And earlier we talked about juice. Trying to find guys who have that explosiveness, the ability to make one man miss and punish the opposing team. And James McCoy did that right there. Well, if you watch right there, you see the quickness. Now you see the explosion, the ability to outrun the majority of the defense.
So a good return by McCoy out of North Carolina A&T. He's a rookie, 5'10", 180 pounds, doing a good job on special teams. And the Storm now 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Rubin has been the star tonight, and he continues to scorch this Arizona defense.
Great route. Great throw. Riley Swanson, the Arizona DB, tried to undercut this corner route, and Brett Dietz put it in a location where only DeAndre Rubin could get this football. This is just an outstanding throw.
Garrett Rivas missed one extra point tonight. That one perfect. And the Storm don't look like they're looking back, at least not right now. 41-28. The Storm in control on a Saturday night here in downtown Tampa.
Lisa, you go long and then talk to the weight loss specialist.
Got it.
Angela, start left and then cut right and have a conversation with the conservator.
Okay, that sounds good, Pat, but what's the snap count here?
Always 7, cable 13.
All right, you guys, let's break this up. It's time to play football.
The Rattlers and the best of arena football.
They're on AZTV, too, along with us, the McMahon Group.
Every morning at 9 on AZTV 7, Cable 13.
Trucks Only.
After 35 years, Trucks Only remains Arizona's largest independent pre-owned truck dealer. And this weekend, don't miss our playoff fever sale with these incredible deals. Like this 04 Dodge Ram Cummins diesel, reduced to only $14,995.
And our banks and credit unions have money and are aggressively financing loans.
Plus, we're still the home of the lifetime engine warranty. At Trucks Only, it's the customer, always.
Trucks Only.
Lisa, Apache Junction. Your wallet is filled with valuable things. Your identity, your money, your credit, even your memories. But if you ride, the most valuable thing in your wallet is your Law Tigers Biker Benefit Card. Because with this card and the Law Tigers, you never ride alone. The Law Tigers, Arizona's injury lawyers who ride.
Drew Felios and Sean King along with Victoria Lim here at the St. Pete Times Forum. It's all Storm, 41-28. And Sean, tonight Tampa Bay has just looked a step faster than Arizona in this game. And when you're down on the field walking on that artificial surface, what's the difference between playing on this and playing on the grass at Raymond James Stadium?
Well, it's a big difference when you fall. When you fall on this, you tend to lose skin. So if you notice, a lot of guys that play on AstroTurf have long sleeves on. You know, right there you see a little, is that a space?
Just call it a seam.
A seam. But as a player, you definitely don't like to play on AstroTurf. It's tough to maintain your sexy. You know, when you're losing pieces of skin every time you get tackled.
Yikes. All Arizona playing it off the net. And no return for Sanders. It'll be a touchback. The Rattlers just have not been able to establish momentum in this game. They've had some good plays, but their quarterback, Nick DeVilla, has been under heat all night. Comes from University of Cincinnati. Played for Brian Kelly in the Big East Conference. Kelly now, of course, the head coach at Notre Dame, but DeVilla, it's been smooth sailing for him so far in his young AFL career. This the first time where he's really getting hit. 1st and 10. There's that pump fake again. They've been looking for that all night long, and this time they hit it. As Windsor, amazing, Sean, the defensive back didn't bite on the pump fake, but still Windsor was able to beat him downfield.
And it was a great adjustment by Rob Windsor, the Arizona wide receiver. They called it a pump and go, which is a fake hitch and a takeoff. And Reggie Lewis did such a good job of defending it that Windsor just kind of turned it into a impromptu post route, which allowed him to get open.
So a nice hookup leads to first down at the 18-yard line. DeVilla with a flag down, throws it into the seats. Another lucky fan right there. One of those arena footballs for a souvenir. Seen some of those balls drop tonight, but that fan hung on to that one.
That was a soft toss. That was pretty easy to catch.
Illegal defense. Tampa, number 53. Wrong linebacker blitz. 5-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
And I just don't remember when I played the officials being this nitpicky. You know, it just seems like everything that's not perfect, a flag's getting thrown. And as a former player, you just don't like it because it just really kills the flow of the game. You know, we probably had, 7 or 8 penalties already, and here we are only halfway through the third quarter. Probably won't get any good job letters from Kevin Stein and his officiating crew.
DeVilla under heat again. This time gets out of the pocket, and he's going to score an Arizona touchdown. A good job getting out of trouble, and Nick DeVilla is going to get his first rushing touchdown of the night.
And a very good job of eluding the pass rush. You know, Storm got quick pressure. If you see his left-handed quarterback flush to his right, Now, this is where having an athletic quarterback can really be an asset in arena football. Everybody in the secondary, for the most part, is playing man-to-man coverage. So when that quarterback escapes the pocket, everybody's guarding their man. They're not looking into the backfield to see if the quarterback decided to run.
So Davia congratulated as he heads to the bench, and a high snap and a disaster on the extra point, or a chance for Atlas Harrion to be a hero.
I call Atlas Mr. T. He's like rocking the Mr. T mohawk. I'm sure he was as surprised as everybody on Arizona's team that he ended up with the football.
Well, in case you're wondering how he winds up with the football, again, that's another example of what makes this game so great.
You know, a high snap by Cal Young. Actually, this is the scramble by Nick Davila. Again, this is a good job. You know, Coach definitely going to tell him when he watches this tape, tuck that football away. He's carrying it a little carelessly, but a high snap. The holder actually wanted to kick the extra point. He tosses it to the big fella. The big fella on the sideline, I guarantee right now, he's saying, don't you ever do that again. He's thinking right now, don't ever toss me that ball again. All linemen really want the football until they get it. Once they get the football, they see it's not all cracked up. It's supposed to be, you know.
Oh, my. Well, an up and down night tonight for Nick Davia. He's hanging in there. Got to give him that. A young man just keeps competing. And still just one play away from this being a different game. McCoy busting loose all the way to the 6. A flag is down at the 12-yard line. And Sean, you were right. The laundry is coming out like it's been long overdue right now.
This is almost getting...
Holding receiving team number 11. That's the distance to the goal. First down.
Yeah, it's almost getting ridiculous, Drew. I feel like, you know how you're on the interstate, and you know the highway patrol has a certain quota they have to meet as far as speeding tickets, and you're going 3 miles per hour over the limit, and they pull you over. I mean, you could really call holding and all these calls on every play if you wanted to.
Well, it's tough to see exactly where the hold came, but nonetheless, the Storm have it at the 6-yard line. Coach Markham was nearly right in the middle of the field contesting that call. As Dietz completes it to Rubin, DeAndrew Rubin continues to rack up the catches. He has been all that and then some, and this is his first start. You know, Rubin, Sean, eventually wants to be a teacher. Right now he's helping out with the wide receivers at Tampa Catholic High School. So Tampa Catholic in the house. Rubin right now coaching their wide receivers, and eventually he wants to be a football coach on the high school level and possibly beyond.
He does, and whenever he reaches that plateau, this will be a nice highlight film to be able to show his players. When they start to question if he knows what he's doing, you know, as a former player, it's always good to be able to go into the archives and say, none of your tape looks like this, so you probably ought to listen.
Well, you see a lot of former players from this area that have gotten into the high school ranks, and one of them, notable, Donnie Abraham, who's at your alma mater, Gibbs High School.
Does an outstanding job. Actually won the first district championship this past season. Ironically, as successful as we were while I was there, we never could beat Dixie Hollins. DeAndre Rubin, those guys had our number, so congratulations, Don Abraham. He's doing a great job, not just on the field, but also off the field.
Rubin with another big catch and into the stands. Wow!
Now, does the fan get to keep that football when the player and the ball go into the stands?
Well, it looks like he is keeping the ball.
Okay. If DeAndre is not careful, he's going to become a fan favorite. He's already Dietz's favorite. This is a great game. This is a great game.
You can
if
tell.
you haven't come to an arena football game, it's a great experience.
Sean, I think it's evident too. Arizona, I don't think expected to see the speed of Rubin out here tonight. He has simply been running circles around this defense as he squeezes another one for the Storm touchdown. Oh, the cannons are going off.
Great job by Brett Dietz of moving around in the pocket, creating some more time for DeAndre to get open. And, when defensive coordinators look at this tape, they're going to know that you can't just double cover Tyrone Timmons. You have to account for Hank Edwards and DeAndre Rubin also.
So 48-34, Storm in control. We'll be right back.
Soon, new life will spring from the desert. Sophisticated accommodations, unparalleled restaurants, world-class gaming. This is Talking Stick Resort. Here, we won't just change your idea of entertainment, we'll change your entire view of it. Talking Stick Resort. Entertainment elevated. Now open at 101 in Indian Bend. Plan your escape now at TalkingStickResort.com.
Is there an addiction causing problems in your life? Are you hiding that addiction from others? Are you or someone you love suffering from an addiction? Then it's time to do something about it. Calvary has been your addiction recovery solution for over 45 years.
It's an amazing experience.
Calvary saved my life.
Get help. Call Calvary Addiction Recovery Center at 866-76-SOBER before it's too late.
On the next George Lopez.
I wonder if there's a yoga channel on the premium package.
Pay for it and you'll get it. Angie's Under the Radar.
I'm just a college girl. I don't have any money.
I guess I could give you all the channels free for a year. But is she over the hill?
She's feeling threatened and old. This is gonna be fun.
It's Midlife Crisis Management.
I think I'm losing it.
You're as beautiful as a woman could possibly be for your age.
On the next...
What did I say?
George Lopez.
Monday at 8 on AZTV7, Cable 13.
The Tampa Bay Storm really dominating this football game. They lead by 14 points. Arizona not out of it yet. But it has been smooth sailing for the men in navy blue tonight. Storm have scored on every single offensive possession.
And they've been extremely efficient, like you said, having scored every time they've had the ball. But this game is far from over.
Well, Sanders will try and make something happen here. Eludes a couple tacklers, and look out. Gets a wall at the 10, and eventually wrestled down by Drew Weatherford. Boy, Drew Weatherford on special teams has been tough tonight. Storm lead by 14.
Soon, new life will spring from the desert. Sophisticated accommodations, unparalleled restaurants, world-class gaming. This is Talking Stick Resort. Here, we won't just change your idea of entertainment, we'll change your entire view of it. Talking Stick Resort. Entertainment elevated. Now open at 101 in Indian Bend. Plan your escape now at TalkingStickResort.com.
As a quarterback, I learned to make the right decisions on the field. The decision to make Scottsdale Healthcare the official hospital for the Arizona Rattlers was personal. I had shoulder surgery at Shea Medical Center several years ago. With the leading physicians, the latest technology, and a compassionate staff, I know you'll receive world-class patient care from the all-pro team at Scottsdale Healthcare, including ASMC, the official team physicians for the Rattlers. To learn more, call or go online at shc.org.
Well, Sean King, you've been pointing out Drew Weatherford tonight. on the bench, but he has made some great contributions on special teams. We just saw another one right there.
Yeah, probably a touchdown-saving tackle, by Drew.
He's not only making the tackle, but he's adding that little something at the end of the tackle.
The quarterbacks always want to be tough.
He's loving it, too.
Well, he's going to go post on his Facebook tonight. Had big tackle. I love it. The quarterbacks, we like that. We think we're tough.
Davia lost the football, now comes back and just tosses up a souvenir. Well, a lot of times back to Weatherford, you look at Drew Weatherford, a lot of people probably in the past have accused him of being a pretty boy, like a lot of quarterbacks are accused of. Were you ever accused of that, Sean?
Nah.
Weatherford, of course, comes from the great football family. His younger brother, Stevie Weatherford, this year will be a senior at Land O'Lakes High School, one of the top quarterbacks in the entire state of Florida, recruited right now by Skip Holtz and USF.
And Skip Holtz is going to do an outstanding job, at the University of South Florida.
Davia, up top, has fired a lot of souvenirs. Boy, Storm fans falling in love right now with Davia.
How many balls do they bring to an arena game? Because the fans have collected, probably going on 9 or 10 so far.
Well, Danny White, offensive coordinator for this Arizona team, definitely challenged tonight. A penalty is going to be called on this play, so Arizona will march it up. And Tim Markham right now is going to get an unsportsmanlike call. I think the officials have had enough of Markham right now.
And I think Markham's had enough of the officials.
I think it's mutual.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Tampa, 10-yard penalty. First down.
Well, to some extent, and I think you'd agree, Sean, Markham has some beef.
And, being a former player, you just hate when the officials are a big part of the game. I don't know. I don't want to be too hard on the guys, but, they've thrown a lot of flags tonight.
Incomplete. J.J. McKelvey, the intended receiver. Maybe that's something, Sean, is you have a league that is always looking to make improvements and get better. The Arena Football League, maybe this is something that they can look at, because I'll be honest with you, dating back to 2007 and 2008, there is points in a lot of games where the flags just come down like rain.
Well, when you come to an arena football game, you want to see exciting plays. You want to see offense. You don't want to see officials call holding and illegal defense. And how can you call unsportsmanlike on the coach and he's already on the field?
Long toss to the end zone, and McKelvey nearly had a circus catch a la Antonio Bryant.
Actually, it was a very good job of ball placement by Nick Davila. He put that, because J.J. McKelvey was covered, and he puts this ball right in a position where his receiver can uncover himself and try and make a play, and J.J. will tell you he should have made that catch.
The third down coming up from the 19-yard line. Crowd now really getting behind the Storm defense. And a timeout will be called. Danny White wants to talk this over.
Timeout is a half.
Well, down on the field, our Victoria Lim has been doing a great job tonight digging up facts and famous people to boot. Victoria, what have you got?
Samuels, as you know, hurt his finger during practice and warm-ups in last week's game. So this week he's behind the bench actually coaching Hawthorne and Bolden. He says he told me that he's telling his players to watch the motion of Arizona, to watch the motion. And it seems like they're doing pretty well. Bolden, as you saw, is just all over the Rattlers.
Good stuff, Victoria.
Deontay Bolden definitely came to play tonight.
Yeah, Bolden has had really a nice night in the secondary. Sean, if you had to pick an MVP or a particular unit that's been the key, we've seen so many great efforts tonight by the Storm, but if there's one player or one area, what would you say?
Yeah, as good as the defense has played, I still think it's Brett Dietz and those wide receivers. You know, you lose Lawrence Samuels and Clenard Santil from that Storm offense, and they haven't missed a beat.
Windsor tried to make a circus catch and incomplete, and there he is. Deontay Bolden on the coverage. A young man from Lakewood High School, and Carson Newman has just been stellar in coverage.
And it's fundamentally a very good play by Deontay Bolden. Doesn't result in an interception or a pass defense, but it forces Nick Davila to put the ball in a perfect spot.
We head into the fourth quarter. 48-34, Tampa Bay.
Today, with the economy the way it is, if you get sick, the bills can make you even sicker. That's why you want to call Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona. They will tell you about their new health plans and help you choose the one that's right for you and your family. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona has introduced new and more affordable health insurance plans. So don't wait. Call your broker or call Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona now to get the facts. To learn more, call your broker, call 866-691-BLUE, or visit azblue.com/TV.
The two-time champion Arizona Rattlers are back with a bang and are hungry to bring their third arena football title back where it belongs. Experience hard-hitting, fast-paced, high-scoring arena football like never before at the U.S. Airways Arena. Good seats start at just $10. That's right, only $10. Bring the family to come meet the players and cheer loud for your Arizona Rattlers. It's snake season, and the Arizona Rattlers are back with a bang. Visit azrattlers.com. That's azrattlers.com to get the ticks for your football fix.
Elevate your night, elevate your game. Casino Arizona.
Frazier's hit a streak of bad luck.
Not this Folderol again. Not Folderol. It's Folderol. It is not Folderol at all.
And everyone knows it happens in threes.
It was lovely meeting you.
Spend it on food. Will Dr. Crane go for 4? It ain't over till the psychologists sing.
Never to see you any. Never gonna see you any.
Humbug Frazier.
Monday at 9 on AZTV 7, Cable 13.
Well, you can make an ordinary day extraordinary when Disney on Ice presents Let's Celebrate at the St. Pete Times Forum, May 20th through the 23rd. 50 Disney characters in this action-packed all-new show featuring a magical montage of celebrations set to a blend of contemporary music and your favorite Disney songs. Tickets start at just $16. Get yours today online, Ticketmaster.com, or you can call 800-745-300. You ever ice skated before, Sean?
Absolutely not. I leave that to the Lightning.
Davila near the end zone, and a flag comes out as Brandon Heflin clearly, I think, grabbed Windsor by the waist. It's going to be pass interference on Tampa Bay.
Pass interference. Defense, number 17. After this is to the goal. Automatic. First down.
Sean, this obviously a very exciting time just to be a sports fan in Tampa Bay. The Storm looks like they're on their way to a win. Tampa Bay Rays off to the blazing start, and the Tampa Bay Bucks just completing their draft last week. What'd you think?
I thought they did a good job. You know, you see the impact that the Storm defensive line has had tonight. It always starts with the guys up front. Spent their first 2 picks on defensive tackles, so that can only help a defense that actually was much improved after they made the midseason switch to go back to the Tampa 2. So a lot of excitement over one Buck. Picked up 2 big-time wide receivers to a team with Josh Freeman and Kellen Winslow. So created some excitement for an organization that probably needed to start generating some enthusiasm as the start of that season approaches.
Boy, that's a good point. Defensive line is where it starts, and really from the opening drive, the the Storm defense came out and set the tempo here at the St. Pete Times Forum. If you're just joining us, Tampa Bay really put Nick Davia, the quarterback for Arizona, on his back a couple times on that opening drive and really established the tempo. Davia firing another one to J.J. McKelvey. Arizona not going down easy. They're still in this football game, although the Storm scoring every time have controlled from the outset.
And what's interesting and kind of to keep an eye on is the Storm did miss an extra point earlier in the game. So if Arizona can some kind of way find out a way to get a stop, a touchdown extra point actually gives them the lead in this contest.
Well, J.J. McKelvey, the former Buck. Widsack puts it through. And don't go away just yet. This game could get interesting. We're in the fourth quarter. The Storm lead by 7. We'll be right back.
When I start my day off right, I always feel better. So when I decided to cut back on expenses, my gym membership stayed, and the morning lattes, first to go. But even in tough times, you can't cut back on necessities, like health insurance. Good thing Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona just introduced new health plans that start at under $59 per month. So now I can stay healthy and still watch every penny. To find out more, call your broker, call 877-317-BLUE, or visit azblue.com/rates.
I'm Pat McMahon, and I'm here to tell you from firsthand experience how many unique and inexpensive items I've come across at the Fantastic Indoor Swap Mart. You too can shop Fantastic. Over 500,000 brand new items under one roof at the Fantastic Indoor Swap Mart, located at 27th Avenue in Camelback in Phoenix. You'll find everything you need and want at incredibly low prices. Open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 10 to 6. What's it called? The Fantastic Indoor Swap Mart.
Elevate your everyday. Elevate your game. Casino, Arizona.
Well, Tim Markham, the all-time winningest coach in the AFL, just 13 minutes of regulation time away from posting what would be win number 200, and really another notch in the belt of really the godfather of arena football.
And I think the most impressive stat is he's coached in 10 of the 22 Arena Bowls. Now, if that's not consistency, I don't know what is. He just does such an outstanding job year in and year out of managing, the salary cap, of bringing in talent, of filling needs, of getting these guys motivated, game in and game out. And they definitely wouldn't feel out of line by saying that he's the best head coach in the Arena Football League.
Well, Sean, we've seen one onside kick. What are the chances we see another before this game's done?
It could happen.
McCoy able to squeeze it off the net and into the wall at the 5-yard line. Just if you're fielding those kicks, just get your hands on the football. That's the whole key.
And it's very tricky, having to turn around and anticipate how it's going to carry them off of that net or off of the iron surrounding the net. I mean, it can be really tricky, when it comes to handling those kickoffs. That's why, until you get a 3-4 touchdown lead, the game's never over. Because one kickoff that carries the wrong way, the opposing team could have the football.
I'll never forget a couple years ago, Sean, Carl the Truth Williams having a hard time adjusting to fielding the football off the net. As movement early looked like Shropshire. 99 for Arizona, move quick.
Play the snap, offside, defense, number 99, unabated to the quarterback, 5-yard penalty, first down.
6'2", 300 pounds out of South Carolina. There's one thing that's really been missing tonight for Arizona. It's really putting serious heat on Brett Dietz. While Davia's been running for his life, Dietz, all for a few plays, has been able to really step and throw. As he gets it.
And I think a lot of credit has to go to Thomas Colito, Robert Powell, and Emmanuel Aka. You know, those offensive linemen don't get a lot of credit. You know, Terrence Royal, the fullback's involved in that too, but they've done a good job of keeping their quarterback clean. And that's what you call it, Drew. When those guys are doing their job as a quarterback, I should be clean. Should be just like I'm in routes on air. You know, when everything's clicking pass protection-wise, and Brett Dietz has done a good job of not holding the football, of being a rhythm passer, getting the football out of his hands quick and in a hurry, and that always helps that offensive line. That D-line will get tired after a while.
Rubin in motion. Dietz goes short with it to Hank Edwards, and Edwards lost the football. Arizona's going to take over at the 21-yard line. So that's the big play that the Rattlers have been waiting for. It comes at 11:36 to go in this fourth quarter.
And just a bad decision by Hank. You know, it was a successful play. They had gained 5 yards on the play, and you know, he's trying to, you know, give great second effort, but when you reach that football out, well, you know, what good is it going to do? You know, you're not on the goal line. You know, it's not third or fourth down. You're trying to pick up a first down.
Well, the ball was recovered by Kelvin Morris. And now the Rattlers can tie or possibly go ahead in this game. Well, the attendance tonight, 12,874.
And they've been a lively bunch. They've definitely created a home field atmosphere and environment for this Storm team. The people of Tampa are avid football fans, and they really come out and support football in the city of Tampa.
Now the Storm, traditionally one of the top drawing teams in the Arena League since their inception. Second down and 4. Davia, complete. Windsor has it. He's hit immediately by Brandon Heflin right at the marker. So just like that, after really the offense has just run up and down the field, the one time the Storm offense can't go down the field and score, and just like that, Arizona right back in this game.
And I know Coach Markham is having bad memories right now on that sideline, because last week against Milwaukee, same type of game. Tampa dominated, got in the second half, turned the football over, and it ended up costing them the contest.
Towards the end zone and a touchdown. Anthony Mix, who's been quiet since the first quarter, but 6'5", 230 pounds. He used every bit of it on that play.
And Arizona has a trio of very large wide receivers. You know, Anthony Mix, you know, at 6'5", 230 is just almost impossible to cover man-to-man, you know, on that high fade route to the back of the end zone.
So a critical extra point coming up for the first time tonight. Arizona could tie this game. Jason Witzak. The hold down, the kick up and good, and we are tied at 48 as Anthony Mix catches the touchdown that leads to the knotting up of this football game. Still more drama to come here at the Forum when we come back.
The two-time champion Arizona Rattlers are back with a bang and are hungry to bring their third arena football title back where it belongs. Experience hard-hitting, fast-paced, high-scoring arena football like never before at the U.S. Airways Arena. Good seats start at just $10. That's right, only $10. Bring the family to come meet the players and cheer loud for your Arizona Rattlers. It's snake season, and the Arizona Rattlers are back with a bang. Visit azrattlers.com. That's azrattlers.com to get the ticks for your football fix.
Your attention, please. Goodbye Auto Auction is auctioning off high-quality used automobiles and trucks. Every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m., Goodbye Auto Auction offers you an opportunity to bid on a huge inventory of well-conditioned automobiles. Bidding starts as low as $300. The gates open at 8. Auction starts at 9. Goodbye Auto Auction is located at 2956 West Osborne. For more information, call 602-523-3339. Remember, it's every Wednesday at Goodbye Auto Auction.
Today, with the economy the way it is, if you get sick, the bills can make you even sicker. That's why you want to call Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona. They will tell you about their new health plans and help you choose the one that's right for you and your family. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona has introduced new and more affordable health insurance plans. So don't wait. Call your broker or call Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona now to get the facts. To learn more, call your broker, call 866-691-BLUE, or visit azblue.com/TV.
Well, we've got a new football game after a turnover by the Storm and a touchdown by Arizona. Drew Fellio, Sean King, Victoria Lim, 48-48. And there's the guy who made it happen, Anthony Mix. Rattlers now will kick it away.
No big drive for the Storm. With Brett Dietz in that offense, they have to come back out and answer that right off the bat.
Well, James McCoy's done a good job on kick returns tonight. As we're getting down to crunch time, 9:16 left to go in this game. McCoy lets it go, and a touchback now coming up for Tampa Bay. So Arena Football back on Bright House Sports Network after a near 2-year hiatus. Well, last year we really missed bringing Storm games into your living room, and just thrilled to be back with you tonight and for the rest of this season. And Sean, got some exciting games coming up in the next few months. We look forward to having you along with us for the ride.
And I'm glad to be here. Hopefully the Storm will keep continually playing better.
Dietz looking downfield for Rubin in a foot race, and incomplete. Those two have hooked up on numerous occasions tonight.
You know, and I always marveled at the conditioning that it takes to play wide receiver in the Arena League. I mean, these guys are really running, and they're full speed, and it's every play.
A look of concern, perhaps, on Coach Markham's face after, well, it just looked so certain that the Storm were going to ride out of here with a win. Each just kills the football as flags litter the field.
Daryl Shropshire, I think, got a little head start.
Offsides, defense, number 99. 5 yards penalty. Still second down.
Well, bring it back with the Tampa Bay Lightning. You can save big and get great season ticket holder perks by renewing your season tickets or becoming a season ticket holder for the Lightning's 2010-2011 season. Full season tickets starting as low as $239. For more info, log on to TampaBayLightning.com or call 813-301-6600. Second down and 5. Now first down for the Storm. As Timmons across midfield all the way to the 20. Timmons has been the guy, Sean, that has been kind of quiet tonight.
And you know, I think Arizona has been making a concerted effort at the beginning of the game to take Tampa's best receiver, Tyrone Timmons, out of this offense. But with the effectiveness of DeAndre Rubin and Hank Edwards, you know, now they have to play him more straight up. And I bet Brett Dietz starts to take advantage of that as we get to the close of this football game.
Timmons now in motion at the top of your screen. Dietz goes short. Edwards doesn't squeeze it. And it's incomplete. Hank Edwards that time, I think, heard some footsteps.
I think more so than that, it's just a guy that's really trying to make up for the fumble on the last possession and just lost his concentration, took his eye off the football. And all receivers will tell you the fundamental thing is you have to catch the football first, secure it, and then do all the big play celebration dance type pranks after that.
2nd down and 10. Keep an eye on Edwards. Now bottom of the screen. Dietz throws short, and Timmons can't squeeze it. So a 3rd down and 10 coming up, and all of a sudden, marching down the field doesn't come as easily for the Storm as it did in the first half. And Sean, sure, so much of football is mental. If you see a receiver that's struggling, how much of it is your responsibility to get that guy to start playing up to par?
Well, in this situation, when the game's tied, it's getting late in the football game, you've got to go to your high hand. If you got a guy that's struggling, then you'll deal with that next week in practice. But right now, you got to get the ball to Rubin and Timmons, who's showing that they're ready to make plays.
Dietz, under pressure, just throws it up. And a flag comes down. We may get a late hit on this one. Ron Jones came down on Dietz, and let's see the call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 56. Contact to the head. 10-yard penalty. Automatic. 1st down.
And Kevin Guy won't be too happy about this. And that's not roughing the passer. I'm a former quarterback. I played the position. That's not roughing the passer. Again, this officiating crew to me tonight has not done a very good job.
Well, they are Kevin Stein.
Now, as a quarterback, you'll take them.
Definitely questionable if you're pulling for the Rattlers tonight. It keeps the Storm drive alive, and Tampa Bay with a Tyrone Timmons touchdown shows you how critical that call was.
And Brett Dietz comes right back and takes advantage of it. I knew coming down the stretch he's going to find 5. Tyrone Timmons, a big receiver, has been extremely productive for this team coming into the game. Does a good job of locating and giving them catchable football. Good play by Tyrone Timmons.
Well, Tyrone Timmons missed the game against Arizona a couple years ago. He was on injured reserve at the time. Right there, he made up for it. Rivas misses another extra point. Oh boy, Garrett Rivas with his 2nd missed extra point tonight, and Tim Markham, is going to give him an earful. 54-48, neck and neck, the Rattlers and Storm.
As a quarterback, I learned to make the right decisions on the field. The decision to make Scottsdale Healthcare the official hospital for the Arizona Rattlers was personal. I had shoulder surgery at Shea Medical Center several years ago. With the leading physicians, the latest technology, and a compassionate staff, I know you'll receive world-class patient care from the all-pro team at Scottsdale Healthcare, including ASMC, the official team physicians for the Rattlers. To learn more, call or go online at shc.org.
Soon, new life will spring from the desert. Sophisticated accommodations, unparalleled restaurants, world-class gaming. This is Talking Stick Resort. Here, we won't just change your idea of entertainment, we'll change your entire view of it. Talking Stick Resort. Entertainment elevated. Now open at 101 in Indian Bend. Plan your escape now at TalkingStickResort.com.
The 2-time champion Arizona Rattlers are back with a bang and are hungry to bring their 3rd arena football title back where it belongs. Experience hard-hitting, fast-paced, high-scoring arena football like never before at the U.S. Airways Arena. Good seats start at just $10. That's right, only $10. Bring the family to come meet the players and cheer loud for your Arizona Rattlers. It's snake season, and the Arizona Rattlers are back with a bite. Visit azrattlers.com. That's azrattlers.com to get the ticks for your football fix.
Well, the Tampa Bay Storm get a touchdown, but A critical missed extra point by Garrett Rivas has left the door open for the Arizona Rattlers. If Nick Tavia and company can punch one in, and Sean, Arizona has already matched their first half point total, and we still have nearly 5 minutes to play.
And they've done a good job of hanging around this football game, not being too discouraged because things weren't going well for them early in the game. And, the Storm missed another extra point. And I'm sure Coach Markham's not happy about that. And I hope that doesn't end up costing them the game.
Well, Nick Tavia done a good job hanging in there. Arizona has scored 4 touchdowns in this second half, and they got a chance for more right here. Terrence Sanders will play it off the net, and there's a seam. Sanders runs into Rivas, and that's one way to get Coach Markham back on your side, making a play on special teams.
See the kicker with the big hit. Terrible form, though. No wrap up, no form tackle. Good job of being decisive, picking a gap and going through it. And Rivas' eyes are definitely closed right there. Just kind of leaned in and say, well, here we go.
Arizona looking for the lead. Touchdown. Tie game as Anthony Mix. Wide open. A defensive breakdown for the Storm. And the Rattlers will have a chance to take their first lead of the game with this extra point.
It's just such a size mismatch. You have Reggie Lewis, who's 5'10", 199, trying to cover Anthony Mix, who's 6'5", 230, and he tries to get a bump and run on the receiver at the line of scrimmage and just whiffs. You're almost better when the receiver has that big a size advantage on you of trying to use your quickness, playing off, trying to jump the route, trying to anticipate where the quarterback's going to throw the football, because you're never going to win the one-on-one physical matchup.
Well, the Rattlers have their first lead tonight, Sean, 55-54, and if you're the Storm, you have done just about everything right here tonight, and yet still, with 3 minutes and change, you trail by 1 point. How in the heck do they get in this situation?
It's just arena football. It's definitely the beauty of it is you have to play from start to finish. You can never relax. You never let your hair down. You never feel like we have this game in hand. And I think there's a little lull. From my vantage point, the Storm hadn't matched that first half intensity in the second half. They found a way to be productive, but I don't see that same craze, heritage, fire on tenacity that I saw in the first half.
And it has indeed kind of been a tale of two halves as far as the emotion is concerned. Storm came out of the locker room, and they haven't played poorly. They just haven't had that
killer instinct.
Yes.
They haven't been able to put the Rattlers away. But the good thing is they still have Brett Dietz. They still have DeAndre Rubin, Hank Edwards, and Tyrone Timmons on that offense. So this game is far from over.
And Drew Weatherford on special teams. McCoy looking for a seam. Out of bounds at the 13-yard line. So if you're Tampa Bay, Sean, and you're approaching this with 3 minutes to go, obviously it's going to be tough to get a score and milk that entire clock. The timeout situation, Arizona has 2 timeouts. So as far as playing the clock right now, it doesn't apply. You just want 6 points.
You just run your offense. Both offenses, I bet, will get the football 2-3 more times apiece. The last minute of the game, the clock stops after every first down. So still a lot of football left, even though it's under 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Rubin in motion. Dietz under pressure, and he can just throw it away. I believe that's the first souvenir Dietz has offered tonight, as the pressure was coming from all sides that time. Well, this has definitely been a different Arizona team in this second half. Victoria Lim, have you had any idea why they've been able to turn the tide?
I think it might have just been the pep talk, Drew, that their coach gave to them in the locker room. He said, guys, just hang in there. You know how quickly momentum can change. You can still keep your heads held high. You can still come back and win this game, and it looks like they're taking his advice to heart.
Well, Kevin Guy, an eternal optimist, constantly challenging his fans and his players. Tonight it looks like it's worked. 2nd and 10. Flags all over the field, and Dietz just hurls it up for Rubin. The question is, does this count?
I think it does. I think it's offsides on Arizona. And this is very smart.
Offsides. Defense number 56. That penalty is declined. Touchdown.
And very smart by Brett Dietz of knowing that even though there were flags, that the play could continue and the play was on the defense. I have an opportunity to try and create a big play down the field. And a career night for DeAndre Rubin. You know, his high touchdown catches coming into this game was 3. This is his 5th touchdown catch of the night, so great performance by the young man.
And Sean, right now the Storm will go for 2. So with a 5-point lead.
And I agree with this. If you make it now, a touchdown, extra point, only ties the game. And you see Brett Dietz has been outstanding. 9 touchdowns. I think more importantly, 0 interceptions. And he's really spread the football around. You know, he's gotten the ball to Timmons, he's gotten the ball to Rubin, gotten the ball to Edwards. You know, he's kept this football team in the game. You know, this second half, you know, if he struggles a little bit, you know, the Storm could be down a couple touchdowns.
Oh, easily. Yeah, Brett Dietz, without a doubt, has come out smoking here tonight, and his level of play has just been outstanding.
And he throws a really catchable deep pass. You know, a lot of these balls are not a great velocity on it, but there's great location. You know, he puts these passes in places where these receivers can make easy catches.
Well, there's been some great signal callers in the past, Sean, that have played for the Storm. When you talk about Jake Gruden, you talk about Peter Tom Willis, John Kaleo, Brett Dietz now, Pat O'Hara at one time.
Shane Stafford.
Shane Stafford. How could I forget Big Shane? Big play coming up here. This is 4-2. Dietz with time to a wide open Terrence Royal in the end zone for the touchdown. Or a 2-point conversion. Or rather, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Nonetheless, the Storm are leading by 7.
And this play was designed to go to Terrence Royal from the very beginning. He kind of gets caught up a little bit with those linebackers, but great play by Brett Dietz. You know, moving in the pocket, but more importantly, keeping his head down the field as he navigated that minefield that had become, you know, the pocket. And Brett Dietz is playing winning football. You know, he's playing winning football. You look at this overall performance tonight, the young man's just been outstanding from start to finish.
Well, you watch Dietz do what he is doing right now, and you can't really help but be happy for him. He had such a great start, Sean, in the AFL. The co-rookie of the year in 2007, and then in 2008, an outstanding year to boot. And then when the league kind of went on hold, so did his football career. He actually had a tryout with San Francisco of the UFL, and very surprising, that didn't exactly work out the way he wanted it, but here he is tonight, back here in Tampa as the Storm quarterback, and we hope, and Storm fans hope, that Brett Dietz is under center for an awfully long time.
And we'll finish with Brett right after the kick return. Great tackle.
Making that play, Reggie Lewis.
And that's Reggie Lewis making up for that touchdown that he just gave up. But back to Brett Dietz. You know, if you're a young player out there and you love to do something, you just continue to do it. Like Brett Dietz played at Division III Hanover College. He left that Division III school, went to the Finnish Professional American Football League and played for the Turco Trojans. Like, went from Division III to Finland to pursue his dream. Came back, played for the Cincinnati Marshals in the National Indoor Football League. I mean, so he's taken the long road to get here, and it's just a guy that you're happy that he's finally found his niche and he's making the most of it.
Pass complete at the 16-yard line. Anthony Mix.
I didn't even know they had pro football in Finland.
Unbelievable what Brett Dietz has been through to get to this point. As Mix is in pain. Remember, he took a shot, Sean, in the first half, ran into the tunnel, and he's been in pain the entire night, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see the last of him. Looks like it could be his shoulder that's giving him the trouble right now. So we've reached the 1-minute mark. The Storm leads 62-55, but the Rattlers are driving. They'll continue when we come back.
When I start my day off right, I always feel better. So when I decided to cut back on expenses, my gym membership stayed, and the morning lattes, first to go. But even in tough times, you can't cut back on necessities, like health insurance. Good thing Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona just introduced new health plans that start at under $59 per month. So now I can stay healthy and still watch every penny. To find out more, call your broker, call 877-317-BLUE, or visit azblue.com/rates.
Soon, new life will spring from the desert. Sophisticated accommodations, unparalleled restaurants, world-class gaming. This is Talking Stick Resort. Here, we won't just change your idea of entertainment, we'll change your entire view of it. Talking Stick Resort. Entertainment elevated. Now open at 101 in Indian Bend. Plan your escape now at TalkingStickResort.com.
On the next mark, you can't hide from DNA. One baby, 3 men. Is Dustin the father? Or is it one of Dustin's best friends?
You're not his father, and you're not his father, so I don't even know why you're staying here.
Why is Ronald's own sister hell-bent on denying Christina's children? And will it destroy their whole family? Brendan totally denies Minnie's son and wants nothing to do with her.
That was with him. Just with him.
You can't run from DNA on the next mark.
Monday at 2 on AZTV7, Cable 13.
Well, from the opening drive, the Storm made a stand on defense and really set the tone for the first 3 quarters of play. And now, Sean, if they're going to win this game, they're going to have to do it with defense as well.
And it's befitting because the defense really set the tempo. So it's befitting that they get an opportunity to close this victory.
Quick throw. Get it out to Windsor. Rod Windsor. Storm trying to get him on the ground. They do at the 18-yard line. A nice convoy set up for number 1.
Well, good job by Windsor of making the most out of a little screen pass. And one of the strategies right here, and you know, Danny White's offensive coordinator for Arizona is a veteran of this league. He wants to score, but he doesn't want to score too fast. And he doesn't want to give Brett Dietz and this Tampa Bay Storm the football back and give them a chance to win it, you know, with no time on the clock. So he's definitely trying to score. He doesn't want to score too quick.
Well, Arizona has taken a timeout. The Rattlers have 1 timeout remaining. The Storm have 2 timeouts. 29.4 seconds to go as you see Tampa Bay with a 62-55 lead. So the Storm lead by 7. They've led for most of this game. Arizona led just by 1 point, only for a few minutes until the Storm came back and regained the lead. But Windsor has had a stellar night, along with Brett Dietz. If you're going to pick an MVP for the Storm, Windsor, I think, is the guy for Arizona.
Yeah, but really you have to be, you know, satisfied with the way Deontay Bolden in his secondary has held him in check. You know, only 2 touchdowns, even though they've given up some catches. You know, you couldn't ask for a whole lot more.
That good point, Sean. Windsor came in averaging over 170 yards receiving. A near interception as Brandon Heflin had a chance to make a play, and it falls incomplete.
And that's that's a play that Brandon Heflin actually should make. You know, he could have sealed this game right there. He did a beautiful job of disguising his own coverage and falling back into that corner route. And he'll tell you, he's got to make that catch. Like, that catch seals the game.
So now discussion down on the field is Danny White. Keep in mind, in arena football, the coaches are right next to the game. Seems like almost at will. See Markham and Danny White roaming around down there as the game is going on. A shaking free is McKelvey. And J.J. McKelvey inside the 5-yard line. Keep an eye on the clock. Storm now will take a timeout with 12.2 seconds left to go.
And what'll also be interesting is what Danny White decides to do if Arizona does score. Does he kick the extra point and tie it, or does he go for 2 for the win?
Well, last year they went for the win. You look at the timeout situation. Now check that. I said that the Storm had taken. Arizona actually took that last time out. So right now Tampa Bay with 2 timeouts and Arizona with 0 timeouts. Just to get the timeout situation situated here. And you're right, Sean King. The biggest question now, if Arizona does score, will they go for 2? Hey, Carrie Underwood brings her Play On tour to the St. Pete Times Forum Monday, October 25th, 7:30, with special guest Billy Currington. A portion of ticket sales benefiting the Save the Children's United States programs. Get those by calling that number or by logging on to Ticketmaster.com. Touchdown. J.J. McKelvey has pulled Arizona within 1.
And I guess we'll get our answer right here. That was a great catch by J.J. McKelvey because he got rocked.
Well, you know, Danny White, the most aggressive offensive coordinator in the league. I think the Rattlers are going to go for it here.
And you can't blame them. They're a long way from Phoenix. Now, you didn't come all the way over cross country to play Tim Markham in the Storm when he's going for his 200th career win, to play for overtime.
Well, we want to thank, of course, all of our Storm audience tonight for watching us on Bright House Sports Network. It's great to have Storm football back. And we also want to thank everybody in Arizona, our Phoenix audience, watching on cable channel 13 and 405 on AZTV7. The Rattlers have a chance to win this game, and oh, what a win it would be. Arizona would improve to 3-1. Tampa Bay would fall to 1-3. Only 3 yards will determine that right now.
And 2 of the best minds in arena football, Tim Markham versus Danny White.
Here's the throw, and it's incomplete. Arizona pleading for a pass interference as Anthony Mix was surrounded by Storm defenders.
And as many flags as the refs have thrown, Mix has legitimate case. I mean, he got hit by the safety, he got hit by the linebacker. If you're watching one of the leagues, I mean, he gets tattoos in the middle right here. I guess the refs will listen to me. We told them don't throw any more flags.
Well, sometimes the speed of this game, tough to decipher, and on that one, I guess no eyes were on Anthony Mix.
I mean, Deontay Bolden is in a full bear hug. And then Michael Hawthorne comes over and adds insult to injury. He hits him while the ball's in the air.
Well, it's funny if you're a Storm fan right now, but oh my.
That was beautiful. Well, I can assure you that we're going to have an onside kick here, so this still is not over yet. Because as you know, this is a condensed field in arena football, and if Arizona can recover this onside kick, they're already in field goal range.
So Brett Dietz hoping that his night is done. All but a kneel down would seal this game if the hands crew now can come up with the football for the Storm. So down on the field, you got Drew Weatherford down there, who's already recovered an onside kick. You got Brandon Heflin. Doesn't look like the hands crew just on first sight. Let's see. Let's see, do they try Weatherford again or they try somebody else? They kick it to the right side, and the ball's live, but the Storm able to recover as Brandon Heflin, the defensive back out of Toledo, able to recover the onside kick and seal this football game. So after...
And the Storm got very lucky.
Oh, man. Did they ever?
Rod Windsor actually had a great opportunity to get possession of that football.
It was a beautifully designed kick. And it took a great bounce for Arizona, but Windsor could not take advantage.
First down.
And on a controversial play, Sean, that you know Arizona will be talking about all this week, they've got to play Spokane at home on May 7th. In 6 days, but you know that play, that 2-point conversion try is going to haunt them, and the Storm are going to savor it for the next week.
Well, this is overall a good performance by the Storm. Way for this team to bounce back, after last week blowing a second-half lead to Milwaukee. Had that same situation occur, but showed that mentally they're becoming a tougher team. And they can definitely use this game to move forward as the season continues.
So Brett Dietz will drop back and just throw this one into the stands. And of course, flags come down on the last play of the game.
There are 2 fouls, illegal defense, offsides defense, both penalties declined, the game is over.
So the Tampa Bay Storm have evened their record to 2-2. The Arizona Rattlers will fall to 2-2. A 1-point win for the Storm. Brett Dietz, just a miraculous effort for Tampa Bay, really keeping the Storm in this game. And even when it got tense late, the Storm quarterback able to will his team through.
And you love his organization when you find that guy at the quarterback position. And I think the Storm has definitely identified that Brett Dietz is their guy. He's a great kid. He's an even better football player, and he seems to be an unbelievable teammate.
Well, here comes the Gatorade bath for Coach Markham. His 200th win in his illustrious career, and one of the most special moments right there. Never has freezing water felt so good.
And he deserves it. He's a great person. And no, he's not too happy. He has that Jimmy Johnson thing going with the hair.
So an emotional moment for Tim Markham, and I know what never gets old is what you see right there, the relationships you have with your players.
And that's what makes it worth it. A lot of time, energy, and effort goes into the product that you see on the field. But, just love it when good things happen to good people. And Coach Markham's been such a staple of this community. The Storm have been here, and he's been a part of this organization for so long. Just congratulations to you.
The all-time winningest coach in arena football history joins our Victoria Lim.
The winningest coach in arena football. Coach, congratulations, 200 wins.
Well, it's all these guys right here, that. That's all about a team. It's not about any individual, including me.
What a scare coming down at the end of the fourth quarter.
We seem to do this every year with Arizona. Last year, they went for 2, and they beat us by 1. This time they went for 2, and we won by 1. So, heck of a game. They're a good football team. I really saw some life and some things that we tried to work on. Defensive backs, pass rush was much better tonight.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Congratulations.
All right, guys.
All right, Victoria Lim, thank you so much. And Sean King, final thoughts from the St. Pete Times-Forum tonight.
Yeah, I agree with Coach Markham. You know, I definitely think it's a lot of positive things they can take from this game, and it's always good to take positive from a game that you win. They got the record to 2-2. They're back to 500. You know, they can build as they move towards the second and third part of the season.
Sean King, great job tonight. And we want to thank all of you for watching. This presentation is Storm Football on Bright House Sports Network. 62-61. The Storm even their record to 2-2. For Sean King, Victoria Lim down on the field, and the entire crew at Bright House Sports Network, I'm Drew Felios. 62-61, the Storm victorious. Have a terrific rest of the weekend.